Yeah.
I mean, it lets me make long passwords. I'm gonna abuse this privilege. I mean,
But
I just
anyway,
found out that
Could
Slay the
you
Spire 2 does not have a character limit on its seed names. So
so
we
so
made it a seed name every state in the United States in alphabetical order.
could you could you make a seed of the B movie script?
Yes! We did that too!
probably. So I put the piece of art in shit posting.
Shit roasting?
Yes.
Oh.
Hi Chuck, how you doing?
Oh,
It is the Bane Blade. Yes, it is the Bane Blade.
It
so
is.
Moon. So Moon. Okay, so Moon's dad is also being
Yes.
affected by the weather.
Yes.
God, I hate this shit.
Not much you can do about it.
And riding in
No.
on a gleaming horse. We
Is
have
Andre Moore
Quick.
higher?
Quick, start collecting the coconut shells.
collecting the coconut, yeah? I'm just imagining Andre getting coconut shells, doing the extra horse gallop. Not in anything, not for any particular reason, just to add extra oomph to the sound of Esperance's horse trots. Or hoof
Well,
trots.
after all, the job of the clacking coconut shells is the job of his squire.
That's true.
For Aura.
Purely for
Unfortunately, Sage is not here.
I miss my
Look.
score.
No, not down. Yeah, Sage was left up at the house
Along with the bear.
along with the bear. I hope they're getting along together pretty well.
At some point, we'll find out.
It sounds like the beginning to a bad story. Leaving a squire alone with a bear.
What's
As long
that?
as the bear does not get on Maury's bad side.
Just feed him lots of turkey jerky. Or, excuse me, boar jerky in the case of our place.
But after watching a certain movie, do not feed the bear cocaine.
Yes, that goes without saying. That is based on a real event. Very
That's
loosely.
Let's see.
Very, very loosely based on the actual bear OD'd and killed itself.
But that doesn't make Warhammer quite as fun as the movie.
No, it does not. And so as a result, the movie was severely altered. But there was an incident where a bunch of cocaine was indeed dropped into a wooded area and a bear got into it and fucking OD'd itself.
You know, this reminds me, everyone by now, or almost, I'm sure most people have heard of the Machine skit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer, The Machine. And I am the Machine! And now that they've had a silly, over-exaggerated movie done about it, I can only imagine what it must be like, what the perspective must be like for for everyone else involved in that story, coming back now, maybe thinking about it, maybe showing that story, maybe even seeing the skit, or having never thought about it once again for however many decades it's been, only to come out and see the Machine. Huh, that's funny. Wait a minute. Hey, I think I know that guy.
That's good. Yeah, I'm sure that happens to some comedians.
The unspoken side of every comedian's story. The people involved suddenly hearing the story told as a joke.
Okay. Time to take this bookshelf apart. And then
What was it? I managed to score and repair a mini of Réponse de Lyonesse.
One of the Bretonians?
Yeah, the female. Well, I like to think she's a Grail Knight, but there's debate in the lore about that.
What did you say her name was?
Is
Réponse de Lyonesse.
Rapunzel is not a Grail Knight.
However, there are female Grail Knights in the lore. That's not even a new thing.
Rapunzel. Sounds like a short for Rapunzel.
No.
It's,
I mean, the main reason that Rapunzel isn't a Grail Knight that we know of is that she held the Duchy of Lyonesse, and in order to become a Grail Knight, she would have had to give up the duchy, which it's never stated she does. Like, you can become a duke after becoming a Grail Knight, but in order to go the other way around, you have to forsake the territory in order to take the Grail vow. So the fact that she never did that, and it stated that she died as the Duchess of Lyonesse, means that
Let's leave it up in
never-
the air.
yeah. I mean, she certainly had blessings. I mean, I don't think it diminishes her character not to have been a Grail Knight.
Yeah.
Well, not every not every crazy cool Bretonian has to be a Grail Knight.
This is true. Although usually tragedy hits when you go on the quest and you give up any holdings. As such in the Bretonia omnibus, that you just come back and you're like, oh, my entire kingdom is abandoned. Where is my family?
Yeah.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss my
But
wife,
yet-
the lady.
But yet, every time Andre speaks, I can hear that hunger for the Grail in his voice.
I think it would be more of a thirst, good sire, because it's a liquid, you see.
Well, hunger and thirst are both part of the same mechanic of the body. Sometimes when you're dehydrated, your body tricks you and makes you think you're hungry. Instead, what it really wants is water.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to listen to it, the wise words of Bobby Boucher.
Well, reminds me, I once did a deep dive for a middle school project on the effects of starvation on the human body, and found out one of the most. There was two funny things. One, there was only ever one study conducted about this, and every single site I found just constantly kept referencing that one study, or one major study that everyone online liked to point to. I'm sure there have been others by now. So that naturally it's a very inhumane experiment. I still find it amusing that every single site that tries to present it like it's new information winds up copy pasting a bunch of data and sometimes already given information from other sites. And two, one of the most common things to do when people were starving that badly but still had access to things like water would be to chug obscene amounts of water just to get the mimicking of the feeling of a full stomach.
Yes.
Also, to get what few calories are in water into your system. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not entirely just about the feeling full, although that
Yeah.
is part of it.
Oh, and it turns out we can't live off of distilled water. We have to add minerals to the water.
Correct.
Yeah. Reminds me of the longest time I fasted. I managed 4.5 days.
Hmm.
You start getting really weird at day 4.
I mean, after a piece of my lower intestine literally died and I had to have it surgically removed, it was 5 days before I could have anything but water and IV nutrition, so...
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah. That's harsh.
Tell you something, a bag of potato chips has never tasted so good after 5 days of just sipping plain water.
I can imagine.
But that bag of potato chips was God.
Oh,
Yep.
here he is. It's the boy.
It
the man,
is,
the myth, the
in fact,
legend.
the boy.
It's Sky Daddy.
And the world of tomorrow. No. No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my God.
Oh, you don't want to do that there, Fee?
No, I'm not doing the world of tomorrow. You can't make me. Good lord, what the
Welcome
fuck
to
was
the
that?
world of tomorrow.
It's the blender.
Blender.
Hello.
Hey, Moon.
Hello, Moon.
Which side was the blender coming from? Wait, am I just on? Oh, that's annoying.
Hmm.
Bookshelf is taken apart. Historian
Oh, that's
or
right. Push to talk doesn't work in the browser version well.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the desktop app is not working, so I had to use the browser version of Discord.
Oh, fun. Might be related to the storm.
Oh no, I mean, like I can't bring the actual application up. It's just bugged.
Oh,
The storm's got nothing to do with it.
That's unfortunate.
I just need to end the process in Task Manager. Probably running.
Funny thing, I did. I tried going through as many of the various root files as I could. Nothing.
Well,
Nothing functioned.
nothing dot function.
no. Hey, at least we have one good thing going on with stream. At least it's not like some streamers I've seen on Twitch who had the family going bananas in the background. You know, little kids, pets going loud, and he's trying to do a stream and nobody's being quiet.
Look, there's a reason I have an isolated room for this shit. That's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
Yeah. Hmm. So, are we ready yet?
Probably, are we?
Ready and waiting.
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
Just waiting on V to hit the launch button.
I've already started streaming.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, so I can do the recap?
Possibly. Do you want to do the recap?
Certainly, it's what I do every week. Welcome back, audience and listeners. It is I, Cletus, your teller of tales for ales. And last session, the party, well, it was a pretty crazy wild fight fighting vampires. So the party did wind up getting to a dwarven settlement last session. Dragging the wounded Cesar out. She was not in the best of shape. They did allow the party to come on in. They didn't give them much hassle or trouble. They were given food, place of warmth, and a housemaid apparently was there, so she helped with Cesar's injuries and taking care of the wounded lizard. Then we saw that Oscar and Lucia asked Niaro's buddies, Bullet and Bolt, to keep an eye on the civil war that was raging out of the area. Which, it's good to make sure that the fighting won't show up in a place where you're trying to be in peace and rest and trying to heal. But there was a Skaven patrol that apparently spotted Lucia and pretended that they didn't see her. Apparently, word's been getting around through the underworld that the crazy Lucia makes giant amounts of ice happen. They don't want that. Oh no. Be on the receiving end of ice spikes and frosty winds. Ooh. Creating a winter wonderland underground. And that is Lucha. And then eventually, Thess woke up from her wounds and explained that a Slan had contacted her in her dream state. Of course, this confused Andre and Oscar because it's just such a strange thing to say, especially when waking up after wound time and trying to rest and heal. But on the other hand, this information did terrify Lucia and Rodlin. They, being mages, have a greater understanding of what it means to meet a Slan in the ether. And then there was a big explanation about the Slan and what they do and everything else that's fun. The Slan at least had the good sense of prescience to hide a cache of healing potions. And he did this because he saw all of what they're going through 6,000 years in the past. That's worth quite a bit of ale. And then, for some reason, apparently a deal with the dwarves, Lucia went off to retrieve a cache of true dwarven beer. Not fake, not watered down, but the good stuff that can kill a human. And then people started doing a little bit of their own personal discussions, heart-to-heart talks, trying to air things out, and then eventually planning started for the final assault on the ancient gate that everyone's there to stop being used by the bad guys. We'll see. What will the dice decide tonight? Will the party succeed, or will this be the end of our tales for ales? You decide, people. And with that, it's introductions time.
My capture's not working. There it goes. Hello everyone, I am Lucia Blick, your neighborhood ice witch and mobile ice cream unit. At least that's what the rats believe. I'm also Fiora. Hi, I'm your streamer tonight and your camera lady, and I have like 5 other jobs and I don't want to talk about them. Next.
Hola, Teki Doodle, Teki Mahalta Hesorus, Zosha Kan Kalustria, or rather, not in Soros. Hello, I'm Doodle, and I play Thesserau, the human of Lustria.
Yes, hello. Oscar Hertzsprung of the Minor Noble House Hertzsprung of Whistleland and Nuln at your service. And as always, I am Albion. And it is good to be here with you for another week of Warhammer shenanigans. On to the next.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. I am Rental Aphid, and tonight I have the honor of playing Rodlin the Wanderer. Here for spellcasting, planning, shenanigans, trickery, dice rolling, and all sorts of other fun stuff as we try to hopefully make it out of this alive.
Hey, I'm Shiny Star, and I'm playing Sir Andre Morehire, Noble Knight of Britonia. And I'm glad we have taken the time to recover from such a tremendous and glorious event, such as the ones that transpired in the battle against the vampires. I am glad that we had some time to down some dwarven ale and bond again as friends after so long.
I am Lenzabi, the voice of Cletus, who will tell you tales for ales. And also, let's face it, the weekly recap is my jam. Plus also the attempt, every once in a while, taking a jab at the party when they make boo-boos. Take it away, Moon.
Okay, it appears Moon has been half eaten by a Tyranid, and we should go maybe deal with that problem at a later date.
Yeah, it's the wrong setting for Tyranids.
Yes.
No, just choking on warpstone.
Please don't choke on the warpstone. That's unhealthy.
But they told me that it contained all of the calories I would need for the rest of my life.
Yes, that's a bit like uranium. Yes, if you eat a chunk
It's
of uranium,
30 billion calories.
Right, but one of them you will never need to eat again. This is true.
I mean,
But your life will be very short.
They did not lie to you, but
my life will not be short, and my life will be energetic.
But they didn't tell you the whole truth. Oh, by the way, when he was gargling like that, I first thought that exe.moon was not functioning. And now I'm going to go chase my roommate down, so to speak, to get more coffee.
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 Someday soon it will be cool enough again to drink coffee and not start overheating immediately. And yes, last it was Bess and Oscar had been on, and a couple of the dwarves had been on shift watch, but they're just kind of a passive factor as far as shift duty goes. With the return of the ale, with the small festivities having been had, full bellies and somewhat uplifted hearts are able to rest that night. But yes, it was Oscar and Bess left to watch the campsite, and I suppose by proxy we're left on plan of attack moving forward.
Yeah.
As for, I think, the first time, whether she necessarily wants it or not, Bess has some actual direction forward, as opposed to bumbling through the rocks and the rats.
I mean, going at hunting the weapon, that I have a direction to go once I reach the weapon, which I did not have before. Still getting to the weapon is still the plan, but I also have healing potions to give everybody once people start waking up. So, and I just did the dumb thing again. I tried to rotate the map on the stream. So, yeah, I am not quite. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm packing and not having a lot of sleep, and yeah, it's going to be a month of this. I'm not thrilled about it.
We will get through it together, and it will be fine.
Oh yeah,
I
it'll
don't
be
want
good.
you to be sorry. I am, however, going to find it adorable the entire time.
I mean, it works. It even works for Mondays. Like, I can be cat-like more easily on Mondays. All right.
Two things that flourish when they have a lack of brain cells. Yeah, you lucked out.
The mech.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
What?
Oh, you said you lucked out, and then you cut out.
Oh, I released my key like a second too early.
Okay. So yeah, it's mostly just small talk, and waiting for people to wake up, and maybe making. I mean, what do we have in the way of food? More camp stew. I'm getting really tired of camp stew.
I mean, they basically have the rated stash of gray oats that were kept as food in the little Skaven war quarters in this area. Since Warpstone's not really food, at least for non-Skaven.
No, it's. I mean, it could be food for non-Skaven, but it's really not healthy.
Okay, well, about 30% of the food stocks in there were Warpos, so you're not going to be able to eat that.
No, and I would not want to.
This green rock tastes like tingles.
Don't no
Warpos taste the chaos.
do not eat the happy candy stone. It is not really happy candy stone. But I'll do what I can. I'll have oats and stuff prepared.
Are you saying the Happy Candy Stone lied to us?
Warpo is now made from the dreams of children.
No. Well,
Jesse,
I mean,
Jesse, we need to cook some warp stone, Jesse.
well,
I mean,
the chaos-resistant ogre in town thinks it's sour apple candy.
Yeah, and if Tess ever sees him even try and eat warpstone like that, it's going to be a whole thing. Because she has no chill when it comes to chaos. Okay. So yeah, I'll just prep oats.
Now it's teal.
God damn it. Yeah, just prepping oats for the next breakfast. I mean, I don't really have anything additional that I can really do. Like, I left my cooking kit topside.
They've got bone meal and well, they call it salt, but they got bone meal and quotation mark salt, unquotation mark.
Woo! Thank you for everyone. Sorry about not having my chat on scroll. Thank you for the resubs, honey, and for the 5 gift subs. That's appreciated. Really,
So yeah,
it
it's just prepping some food. I mean, I suppose I could put mushroom juice in it to invigorate everybody, but that's kind of not a smart thing to do, given I just got off a mushroom juice high and am kind of feeling it.
The army of Fiora has a new officer.
You're like on the tail end. You shaved off about 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can tell you now. Your penalty was so high; it had been measured in a period of days. The original duration was okay. So you're on the you've got 17 hours left. The original time duration was 113 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah, don't do drugs, guys. Okay, it's bad.
She was
You were
8
tripping
miles
for
high.
almost a week.
Yeah, don't do drugs. It's bad. But I mean, aside from that, I don't, just unless there's conversations that need to be had. I can't really think of a whole lot to.
This bag of hugs for $5 sold.
By the lady
To bring to.
I mean, one of the dwarves will snore out, promote me to GM.
We'll snore out what?
One of the dwarves will snore out, promote me to GM, but then they quickly roll over and fart.
You know that should happen, but I don't have the authority to do that. So
Lord Moon.
That was the sound of thunder coming through. Yes.
How does Andre wake up?
that is a very good
willpower
question.
roll. He's had a long couple of days.
Yeah. All right. Let's get it rolling good. Boom. 27 out of 44. That's a great change.
Wakes up rested. There is not a nightmare clinging to his brain as he returns to consciousness. And there is no cold sweat clinging to him.
Things couldn't be better. This is
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. There's one of the fair maidens to one side of Andre, a dwarf to the other, and Esperance at his feet.
Based.
Sleeping quarters is very tight.
Fantastic. Hmm. Well, while the food's getting ready, Andre will return to the bars that hang overhead from this is the prison area, right?
Yes.
Andre will do his morning workout.
Wonderful. The morning workout will wake up Esperance, who will give Andre a boop and walk out to go try and find some water or saltstone to lick.
As one does.
But for the most part, the rest of the cell and sleeping area just grunt away from the morning Andre and allow him to do his routine in peace.
Gotta up that strength score. Gotta keep it up.
I suppose then by proxy, Thess and Oscar, there would be at first the grunting sounds of Andre waking up, getting to his feet. A few moments later, there would be a half-tired Esperance just walking out, swinging his head back and forth, bumping into Oscar before going to find some water to lick.
Seems like Andre is awake.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Dozing off a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Sorry, it's been a long time. I didn't sleep real well in the prison.
No, and I woke you up early when I was forced to wake. Sorry.
You're fine, don't worry about it. Is Lucia and Rodlin anywhere?
Well, Lucia's over there where we put her last night. She hasn't moved.
You can
Okay, I should go and make sure she's comfy.
Yes.
I don't know if Rodlin is visible from where you are, but if he is, you can currently see him sleeping kind of like in a little burrito stuffed inside the hammock. One eye half open.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you? Because there was a cave area where you guys had put this, and then the outer prison area, which is where we sort of set up watch. At least from what I remember. So I don't know if you're inside or outside. Kind of up to you, I think.
I imagine Rodlin is probably somewhere closer to the inside of the. He's definitely on the inside of the cave. Somewhere
Okay.
where there's a tight enough spot that he can hang a hammock.
Yeah, that would be inside. That'd be a good place, actually.
With all the cell bars, you could probably hang a hammock.
Yeah,
Also,
I was actually going to say there's enough spot between the cell bars to get a hammock sprung. The tents aren't really there. They're just an approximation to get the idea of this is the resty area.
Right? Well, we're not going to be here for too much longer.
No.
I hope not. Anyway.
No, we're not.
Imprisoned.
Well, you're there as long as you wish to rest. The dwarves are more than happy to be as hospitable as they can. They're slightly puppy guarding the booze at this point in time as it's starting to run dry.
Well, also the longer that we hang out here, the more vampires we eventually have to deal with. So staying here is
is very true.
Yeah.
You Moon, hello?
Moon?
Moon.
Oh no.
No.
Funnel.
Moon.
I think he died. Yep, he died.
He just disconnected.
He is I'm sorry, chat, but Moon is now sleeping with the fishes.
You think,
Welcome back.
Oh, hey.
Glorble.
Gorgle, indeed. So yes, you were saying that staying here is bad. The dwarves are guarding the booze and
Yes, there totally isn't a vampire counter that's increasing by the hour. They're totally not just burning clan rats into to Scampire.
yeah, no, we need to deal with that quickly.
Mhm.
Well, the number
But-
is double glory.
But I am perfectly happy to wait for everyone to wake up at their own leisure because this is likely the last good night's sleep we're gonna get for a minute.
It may not be days. It may not be that many days until we get a good night's sleep. It will feel like many days.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. That is kind of the point. We are going. It's going to be an intense little bit.
And as it is, it feels like we've been down here for months.
One might almost say almost a year.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Are you saying that in any remotely in character, Oscar?
No, that was not remotely in character.
No, that was a little meta and a little above game and something that we have joked about occasionally.
Yeah.
Rod Willoughby seems to be the last of the or unless Lucia has woken.
No word whether or not she has yet.
Lucia is unfucking conscious. She
Okay.
was
At least I'm
going
better than Dragon
she
Ball
was
Z.
going and going and going, and the last time we stopped to rest, she didn't sleep, so
Yeah.
Does the rattling of chainmailed legs doing burpees about 40 feet away from you wake you up?
nope.
No.
No?
She
No.
is dead to the world.
She all right,
heard-
Oscar? Normally she's up by this time.
Oscar is going to attempt to walk over and gently shake her by the shoulder.
Here, Moon, buy something cute for your monsters.
Can
Lucia,
yeah? Is it time to get up?
You are an awesome person.
it's time, yes. Thess is preparing what food she can. It's probably a good idea to get something nutritious in you before we proceed.
Am I allowed to be upset that I have to wake up?
Yes, I woke up and I was still in these tunnels in a Skaven-infested hellhole. So yes, you are allowed to be upset.
That wasn't a bad dream.
No, I'm still wearing 3-day-old clothes, and I haven't had a proper wash in that whole time, and I haven't seen the sun, and everything about the last 48 hours makes me want to die all over again.
Okay, that is. I will get up. Don't want to, but I will get up.
It is at this point that Roddle will slowly blink himself awake. first starts by his half glazed, one eye open, sleeping, just kind of like blinking once, twice. What? His other eye opens. His bushy eyebrows furrow, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It's not much, but there's oats available.
This would be about the time that you hear one of the dwarves cackling. Not insanely cackling, but that giggle but that cackle of I've got a plan and it's coming to fruition as they make their way down to the cooking area. Okay. So I have something for you for your trip for good luck.
Yes.
Don't ask about the ingredients. As the dwarf proceeds to pull out it's small. There's only about 8 or 9 in the link, but the dwarf proceeds to pull out a link of sausages as they're passed over, and he simply says, "Not cannibalism, not made of people or rat or skaven."
Okay.
The
I don't
fact
think that
you
would
had
matter.
to say that kind of upsets me.
That, well, thank you. That this is definitely needed.
He blinks a few times.
I'm not going to ask. I've probably eaten worse things.
The dwarf basically shoots you a wink and a blink and goes back to a dark corner of the cells to start prepping.
Anyone want mystery meat sausages?
Absolutely.
Right.
Sausages, best things the Imperials have made in their country.
Every culture has a type of sausage, Andre.
Well, I guess then I don't need to pay compliments to the Imperials.
Probably not.
Why start now?
Andre will look at Oscar, just sweaty, shirtless, wearing chainmail on the legs down, and just give him a hearty pat. Just be like, "Don't worry, Oscar, you're one of the good ones."
I feel like that is not a compliment from you.
Ah, he's a very honorable Imperial.
Right. While you're all eating, I have some gifts for everyone. I was able to find, Oscar and I were able to find the stash that the Slan had left for us.
Fascinating.
So, one vial for each of you, and I have a couple of spares. Do not drink this all at once. There's 3 doses in each of these. If you drink all 3 doses, it might be an interesting little bit, but you won't be in your right mind enough to be, well, I suppose you could be functional, but it would be very difficult. And I will pass out one each of the 6 vials, since I already handed one to Oscar the previous evening.
Oh, thank you very much.
What are these?
Healing potions. A little more powerful than the ones that we normally have. To my eyes, they have a slight greenish color, but Oscar says they're white, so...
I'm still deeply concerned by the fact that these were being held in a parcel by a skeleton.
Yes, that apparently has been there for at least 2,000 years.
And
No
the
more
skeleton,
bless
what
us.
physiology did it possess?
Humanoid, probably a human.
It deeply concerns me that whatever was going on here that long ago, the Slan decided that us having these potions now was more important than presumably saving the life of the courier who died, getting them to exactly the spot they'd need to be in, so that when these ruins ended up underground, over the course of 2,000 years, they would be exactly here when we needed them.
Right, and now you understand why I don't like the idea of being part of the Great Plan. Because
Yeah, no, I say this with all affection. Your people are scary.
yes, they very much are.
Hi, DeBurge. Thank you for the raid and the resub. Also, yes, your people are absolutely terrifying.
Yes.
Those in the audience that don't know, the Slan are very cold and calculating.
Which brings me to another concern that occurred to me over the evening. I'm not sure it's a good idea for me to use the rune that they embedded in my memory. Not sure how to really describe that. Because you see, if the Slan think that this is such a big threat, that there is a plan in motion to eliminate this gate and this weapon, to them it would be a very small matter to just level it. All of it, including us and the city above us. Proportional response isn't really a thing they do.
Indeed, but did they not say that your death is not part of their plan?
Yes, at that time it wasn't part of the plan. Who knows how that might have changed or how it may have been interpreted differently. And I might survive it, the rest of you might not.
Fair.
Nonsense. I'm sure we will. Nothing to be worried about, truly.
I worry so you don't have to, Andre.
I mean, it's not for lack of knowledge. I'm aware of our predicament. I just don't find it troublesome.
Well, perhaps it is. Well, I certainly hope your perspective is a mark of strength, not. I have met a great many people who were unafraid. I certainly hope to count you among those who are unafraid through strength of will rather than other means. He says before giving him a playful elbow.
Sharp words, magician.
Oh, indeed, I haven't. I've got quite sharp as steel. Traveling with a halfling for 5 years will do that to you.
You traveled with a short. You traveled with a short one.
Oh, indeed, seafaring short one, with a beard that was so long he wrapped it around. He could wrap it around his waist and tie it like a belt. Fascinating little fellow.
Andre will lean in and whisper to Lucia. You shouldn't say the short ones while we're around the short ones.
The dwarf knows I'm not talking about him. She says that loud enough to make sure the dwarfs could hear them.
Regardless, I'm essentially fully restored from my injuries as a result of that potion, or at least a third of it that I drank. Should also help with fatigue somewhat.
That is a good thing to hear. Orlin says he's actually going to take a quick second. You're going to see him with very curious eyes going to mull this potion over in his hands, hold it up to his eyes. And he's going to attempt to sense magic on it. Like, naturally, he knows it's magical, but he kind of wants to get as much under. How much can he understand about this thing?
I'm sorry, I had to AFK for a second. What are you trying to discern of the what?
Identify magic, or no, sense magic on these potions are being handed. He naturally, obviously knows that they are, in fact, a magical concoction.
Sure, you want to go wake up the
Oh, okay.
vampire and everything.
However, the specifics have only been described as healing, powerful, don't drink it all at once. So he's trying to get a little more info. Unfortunately, I need to re-roll that because I'm not doing a 99 when analyzing unknown, strange, possibly very, very dangerous magic.
Also, down here, bad rolls are bad, okay? Be careful
Well, I
with
was gonna
magic,
say
okay?
the first thing I need from you more than anything, I actually need a willpower roll.
Okay, do you want me to keep the number I just rolled or re-roll or count that for the magic sense?
No, you can just roll a new set of dice.
All right.
As far as I care, I came back and you were fiddling with dice.
Whee.
Good luck.
27 magic. It fell off. Okay, now it's floating. Whee. That was 29 for willpower out of 70. 25 for sense magic. No, it's 23. It was 23 for sense magic out of 80.
That sense
Oh,
magic is
sure.
cracked. That's high, man.
It is. Yeah. I've been the benefits of going. What am I gonna do with all these XP? Wizard since the start of the game.
What was thine roll?
29 for willpower.
Okay.
Out of 70.
And now I need the sense magic.
Okay, I did roll that one moment ago. Would you like me to roll it again?
Yes, you got a 99 on that. You were gonna re-roll that,
Well,
right?
I did re-roll it. I spent a. I did the.
Oh,
mixture of
what'd you
talking
get on the re-roll?
23.
So 23 and a 29 respectively.
Yes.
Okay. 23 is fine. 29 is fine. As you attempt to ascertain the magical properties on that Rodolin, before you're able to really glean anything on that, your brain starts to hurt as you try to process the magical energies. It's
Tumbling through the earth.
a combination of extremely strong and extremely foreign.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm getting a vibe of weirdly clean in an almost painfully purifying way.
It
Well,
is
the window you guys
restorative, but
were
there's
looking out
something
the
a less trained wizard
built
would
out
probably
there.
mistake the energetic currents for chaotic or some other kind of magic. But given that you have other things to compare it to,
Right.
you're able to essentially cross-analyze the magical strength. And while the energies are similar in many ways to a chunk of warpstone, there are important structural differences in the waveform of the magic. For starters, this is far more structured and organized. While the energy is intense, it's intense in a very focused way. And while there are some similarities to Heish magic, it's Heish magnified.
Mm-hmm. You'll kind of see mid-conversation as Rodolin see this. He's going to kind of squint, and his eyes are going to shoot open, and he's going to blink a few times going, very curious indeed. Well, now. Is there anyone else who has yet to awaken? Any of our
Yeah,
compatriots?
everyone else is awake at this point, I believe. Lucia's awake, you're awake. I waited till everyone is awake to give out the potions.
Well, to us, of course. I'm just curious if there are any of our NPCs are slower on the uptake.
Then all you need to do is shout wakey wakey, eggs and bakey.
That is a good question.
One will mention as such before reaching out and getting a bowl of the gruel and some of the mystery sausage.
I know some of the dwarves are awake. I'm not sure about Niaro or his individuals. They seem to sleep when they can.
Do
Indeed.
rats need to sleep the same amount as us?
That is
I would presume, like
There's
us, it would depend
usually
on the.
one of them awake at any point in time, but otherwise the rest of them are essentially just in a sleep pile whenever they can.
They're very adorable, despite being quite terrifying.
Yes, precious little engines of violence. Well, former engines of violence.
Now they are instruments of righteousness.
We are just as capable of violence as them. The difference being, in this case, you're right, they're adorable.
You know what makes me most curious? How deep their connection went that and what this means for their severance. They certainly are capable of now following other gods, bearing their will and light. But will they have? Will they? I wonder how quickly, if at all, they will begin to express interest in things like art or poetry, or crafting in ways that their society would never have allowed. Would it be simple exposure? Will they come from others before they take it to heart? Will they come to something like it on their own?
Only time will tell. They need to survive the current series of events before we can find out.
Oh, naturally. I simply am rather eager to find out.
Yes.
He says his voice trails off before he kind of pulls out a notebook and starts scribbling something down before quickly slapping the notebook shut and putting it away.
Lord Moon, are there morning post workout beers for Andre?
The dwarves have taken essentially the settlement and some of the dregs on the bottom of the empty cans and have poured water back in to try and distill something down. While simultaneously looking to each other with an expression that can only be described as "Don't tell the book about this." But they do have something. Yeah, they do have something akin to a purified water, which is slightly alcoholic.
I can't say I've had this dwarven custom. It's beer with pulp, but I can say I quite enjoy it.
Don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Don't worry about it. Don't repeat it.
I see.
Oh, that was the sound of thunder.
Has it just the whole? Has everywhere been raining lately?
Well, I get thunderstorms this time of year, at least here. So
So
that's
there was I was going to say there was a funnel spout over parts of the Midwest, and I think the storm's just moving its way this way towards the coast. But it was hundreds of miles long.
So weird.
Don't worry, the desert is hot and dry.
Valid.
Valid.
God, would turn the desert into a lake.
yes.
Moist.
Please don't say it
Oh,
that way.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Everyone's saying this, saying moist in character. Moist.
Moist.
Oh, yeah, there's much
The
worse.
rat just wait. Would they say moist or moist wet?
Moist wet.
The real
probably.
question.
Moist wet, yeah. That's really good.
Moist damp.
Moist
damp wet.
Are there any
Wet buggy.
dwarves who are able to help with fitting the armor? I'm assuming that I'm going to have to visit a blacksmith for anything proper, however.
Immediately upon arriving on the
Just a D100.
Just a raw?
Raw dog that D100.
Now you're talking my language. Oh, I timed out. I cried.
Really? Really?
Am I still in?
Rude, humble mom, freaking stinking. God, what is that Twitch link? Good lord. Twitch,
that is
don't know you're drunk.
Yeah.
Did someone say there's single moms in the area?
That link apparently. They're a stinky freak.
Okay, we're loading back in. Sorry about that.
Okay. I should go.
How about for a second?
It's
lag out.
It's fine. There was a crack of thunder, and then I timed out of TTS.
All right. What? D100 blue dice. We got a 6.
So you ask the dwarves if any of them are capable of working on armor. You watch the light reignite in one of the dwarves' eyes as he doesn't lick his lips, but starts kind of chewing on the edge of his mustache and thought. Give me a moment. He goes over, he grabs a couple of rocks of different sizes, before turning to Oscar. Boy, you have a hammer?
Yeah, what sort do you need?
Look like she doesn't know
Different hammers? He's just looking at you with joy continuously growing on his face.
Oscar
number 3?
Pulls out, yeah, he pulls out a number 3. So, well, I've got a number 3 shaping hammer, I've got a number 2 panel beater, and I've got this. And he holds up the hammer with the dwarf runes on it.
Seduce anyone, he is just meant to be baked.
The dwarf instinctively makes a grabby hand before slapping his own hand and just I'm sorry. Might I borrow?
I'm willing to let him look at the rune hammer, but I will hand him the forging hammer as well.
Yeah, he's just staring at it, all but ogling the hammer before looking it over. You see him stop, sniff slightly, and wipe an eye before passing it back over to you. That was given to him by his teacher, right? Or is that the fancy warhammer?
The thing with the runes I'm talking about is the fancy warhammer that we found on the dead war priest.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
No,
So yeah, he wipes an eye before passing it back to you, and just that is. It warms my heart to see something of that construction.
The water.
Like
an audience.
The number 3 and the number 2 should be all I need.
Yeah, happy to hand them over.
All right, give me a second.
kind of elevated in the back.
While that armor is being repaired, Rodlin is going to take a minute to do his own morning routine, which is going to consist of tea, lots of stretching that's like basically yoga, and going over various things in his notebook, along with scarfing down the mystery meat, whatever it winds up tasting like.
How quaint. Mystery meat.
All right, so the dwarf's not able to fix the chain. They don't have quite the tools that they need down here, but he's able to beat some of the plate back into shape,
Or I will remember this.
as well as patch up one of the spots in the leather.
Thank you.
No, thank ye. It's been a while since I've had a chance to work on metal. Sorry about the rings. I don't have anything small and pinchy.
No, that's okay.
I'll pass the hammers back to Oscar, and you all but see a tear in the dwarf's eye. With being able to work on metal again.
Hopefully you'll be able
I
to do
died
another-
before touching steel.
Well, what's the game plan for the day, everyone? How are we tackling?
Did I drop? Did I disconnect?
No, you're still here. He asked, "What's the game plan for the day, everyone?"
Well, seeing now that we have all of the resources we need and all of our... We've rested. And our allies are recuperated.
One last push to finish this.
Indeed.
I'm assuming you have knowledge of the whereabouts of whatever this device is. He'll turn to Thess.
Knowledge? Not direct knowledge. I mean, we know roughly where it is. If we get close enough, we'll be able to tell. There'll be more resistance.
Verily.
Also, a few of our Skaven allies, associates, seem to have an idea of where their fellows tend to go when they're being turned. And I would presume, given the gate is an integral part of whatever weapon they've got, that it's the same place.
I'm also willing to make that bet. So
I also imagine
you go ahead.
if there is anywhere we're going to encounter this count, as it were, I can only imagine at this point.
Go ahead.
I can only imagine at this point the head of these vampires will be sticking as close to the machine as possible, or somewhere in the very near vicinity.
Given, by the way,
their pet project against the chaos.
Given the way the knights were talking, this is his goal and one of the reasons why he's down here. So yes, that would follow.
Disgusting. I disconnected again.
Oh no.
I'm the host. What do you mean you've been disconnected to the lobby?
I am also disconnected, but that is okay. It is not okay for the stream, but it is fine for me for the moment. Since I am not apparently rolling dice yet.
Well,
Okay, server's back up with the same. How did I disconnect?
I was gonna say it's just trying to crash me out. I think it's these massive fucking storms.
Possibly.
the warp storms.
I wanted to use the restroom really quickly while I attempt to reestablish.
Waiting for Fee to get it back up. Apparently,
Oh!
it crashed tape.
We're not getting
What?
back up at all.
What's up?
You have hard crashed to desktop.
Yes, I did.
No, I did.
Yeah, it keeps trying to crash the program on me. Are we gonna have to
Theater of the mind?
scrap readjusting? What?
Are we gonna have to theater of the mind? Maybe.
I'm gonna say theater of the mind. Well, I mean theater of the mind, scrap this, go again, yeah, that's fine. Yep, yep, it just hard crashed to desktop. Yay. Well, that's fine. Before you load up, I can send you the information for the next leg of the map. So let me do that while we're still going through things.
I'm gonna go make a cup of tea.
I am going to drink my cider
Hmm.
and possibly get cheese.
And I even got a cup of coffee to help stay awake.
Oh,
Hmm.
I will probably finish 2 of my Grail Knights tonight. Although, unfortunately, I have acquired 7 more. I did the math, and I'm going to be playing a 3K game tomorrow, which is ridiculously large for Old
Yeah.
World. We were taking all the fun and silly toys. I'm running a Grail Knight bus that's 15 Grail Knights large, so it's just 5 rows
Jesus.
deep.
That's a lot of points right there.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
Grail
like
Knight bus.
with like characters, it's like 900 points.
Ooh,
What the hell?
That's practically 130 army right there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, like Grail Knight bus isn't as oppressive as Peg Knight spam. I mean, it's good. It's just, you know, it has its weak points. But yeah, no, looking forward to that. I did the math, and I should theoretically be able to fit it on the deployment zone, because the unit works out to be like 200 millimeters long, and the deployment zone is 12 inches, which is like I have a wiggle room of about 4 millimeters to deploy the unit.
Dude, you pushing it.
Otherwise, I'd have to just
Hey.
deploy it sideways and then spend a turn turning.
Speaking of the war game iteration, the in a stat block, the A value is the number of attacks something gets. Does that just translate 1 for 1, or?
Yeah, that would translate
Why?
1.
Yeah.
He's very
Oh.
clearly converting stat lines.
Yeah.
Agility 100, 5 attacks.
What do you have that has 5 attacks?
I don't know. It's not what I have. It's what is.
Well, the
Don't open the
maximum
portal.
table.
Don't open the fucking portal.
Moon. The maximum tabletop stat is 10.
Try not to open the portal. Really trying hard not to open the portal.
What
Yeah.
okay, 5 attacks. That's a bit psychotic.
There are models in the game that
It's a bit
can do-
demonic, yeah.
I said
yeah.
psychotic. You said demonic. Are you playing
Yeah,
your
psychotic,
hand?
totally.
Be
Nope.
careful what you play with your hands.
Well, damn.
You know what they say about people with big demons? Big portal. What were you thinking?
I mean,
But
a
I'm pissed.
Bretonian Duke gets 5 attacks. I think a Hippogriff gets 4. So it's probably not too.
Oh, and leadership was just fellowship. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's not unprecedented for like 5 attacks. It's
I'm
just rare.
not sure about leadership because that's a weird one because it's leadership tests are taken on a 2d6 and you are going for at or under. So the max is 12. The max on the stat is 10, but the max you could roll is 12. So
I feel like that would correlate well to a combination of fellowship and willpower.
yeah.
Yes.
Is leadership tests are used to keep your units from breaking, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it would be fellowship, and so it would just be equal to your fellowship and willpower score. That's very cracked.
Oh yeah. That's why certain character models are expensive as fuck on the tabletop.
I mean, my Duke on a Hippogriff kitted out is 500 points.
Yep.
A quarter of my army on his own. So,
That's because he's a dangerous major hero.
he has not died in like 20 games at this point. He eats cannonballs for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the models on the tabletop are OP.
It's
I just
okay
make
if he
Fort
eats
Six.
cannonballs for breakfast.
I'm just saying there's a reason that early editions of the battle game were called Hero Hammer by the community.
Yep.
Yeah. All your army had to do is
Hero
help.
Hammer.
Yes.
Yep.
Was help. Yeah. Hero Hammer. Basically, you have this whole army. Its whole goal is to get your hero to fight their hero.
Pretty much.
It's a vibe.
Then whoever's hero died first, that army generally lost because one side had the OP hero and the other didn't.
Okay, I think the host is back up. Maybe.
Ooh.
In hell.
So, yes, tabletop. Your hero dies. Your army breaks and runs.
More or less. I apologize, folks. We normally don't have these kind of problems. Oh, who am I kidding? We have these problems all the time. We just pretend like we don't.
I was going to say, like, these problems are usually relegated to one person, though. Not everyone.
I was going to say it's not so much that we have these problems or not. It's that these problems are usually different problems. But tonight it's failed to connect. Failed.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Okay, we're loaded in.
It's chaos.
I hope we're loaded in. Everything was working fine before we... Oh my god, the connection.
How come the player circles are arranged in the formation of a chaos star?
Because we are chaos
Don't
incarnate.
worry about it. Don't question it.
Oh, now I know why you're having trouble with connectivity. It's because Moon is dabbling in bringing out a great demonic entity.
I'm not dabbling in anything. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm
Not exactly.
looking at stat lines.
Moon.
Uh-huh.
Moon. Did you summon Cthulhu?
No, just a
I mean, there's
minor heresy.
there's a
I
part
have
of me there is a part of me that very much wants to see what is on the other side of the gate. Then there's the sane part of me that does not thinks it's a bad idea. And then there's the part of me that is playing Thess, who really doesn't want to fuck with any of the shit and just wants to go home and bask in a sunbeam.
So, in other words, nope.
Lizard.
Glizzy. Lizzie with the glizzy.
Nope. Nope. I'm vetoing that one.
Yes. Lizard. Yes. Give the lizard lady a hot dog.
There you go.
I mean, on a less how do I phrase it? On a less implicative note, me and Doodle were joking a few nights ago about the idea of just like a headshot of Thess looking really pleased with a kazoo in her mouth. It's like about a reptilian face structure with a kazoo sticking out of it is a very funny mental image.
I mean, it's a new instrument for her to learn to play.
Does anyone ever really learn to play a kazoo?
As a matter of fact, yes. It is an instrument, and it does have a certain level of skill, and most people never learn that skill.
Is a musical instrument?
Why am I hearing we are number one but instead on the kazoo? That's us. We are number one.
We are like number 17 at best.
We made it in the top 20. Good. Room to improve.
Well, after all, Oscar's besides himself due to the funk coming off of his body.
I thought that was dwarven cheese.
Yeah, no, every time, Andre, you and Oscar go at it, all I can see, the only image my brain conjures forth is Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. That's it. Nothing else.
I mean, it's fair.
Sir, you can't attack a windmill. Yes, I can. It was looking at me funny.
Oh, you saw the windmill as a giant.
Sir, it's a windmill. It doesn't have eyes. That's not a windmill.
It knows its sins.
Pah.
Alright, well, aside from my sinuses being very displeased by the sudden influx of the storm, I think TTS has stabilized.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. I got it up on the stream again without it exploding. Do you want me to host that save, Moon?
Not at the moment. I need to wait. Has anyone updated their character sheets since I put them on this map?
We can't.
I've been I have been essentially just maintaining my Google Drive character sheet because this changes too frequently inside Tabletop Sim.
Indeed, same here.
Also,
yeah,
we
I
can't
love
really
those
add...
sheets, but they're so clunky.
Yeah, they're nice, to have. But nice to have and completely functional are not, the same thing.
Oh man, it's just like the store I work at. Like
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna cook up a whole metaphor about like a knife made of glass or something. Pretty can be sharp, but also easily broken. And then you've got a real life comparison.
They made the plumbing go up.
I'm sorry, what?
9% of the issues that we have in the store are because they decided to have all throughout the store wet walls where they just pump the water off the ceiling.
He's having a staticky breakup.
Yes.
A little bit, yes.
All right, is this any better?
No.
I mean, you're audible. I can understand you. Bye. Hello.
How about now?
Can you hear me now? Yes, we can hear you.
Am I less staticky now?
Yes.
Slightly. I only said slightly because I like to tease him because it irritates the shit out of him.
No, I'm trying to figure out if it's picking up the air conditioner in the back. Whatever. I'm just gonna blame the 300-foot long storm system going through the country.
I mean, it's there. It's an easy target.
Right?
It can't defend itself either.
Hit it with a punt gun from 3 states away.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you firing a punt gun at a storm system, man?
Because I got infected with Floridia.
That is about as sane as throwing a nuke into a hurricane.
Well, you all heard it here. Moon got infected with Floridia, therefore it's fatal, and we should do something about it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put me out of my misery.
Don't worry, we have a special surgery to remove the Florida man from you. It just means you're gonna have to give a violent, bloody birth.
I'm sorry, what the flying fuck?
Don't you know? That's how the true Florida
Florida
men are made.
disease, otherwise known as the marrow lurgy.
Oh.
That's a good one. I'll be in.
Oh my. This is becoming a very strange night.
Yes.
I am.
Yeah, definitely one of the weirder ones.
Which definitely makes us have 2 nights because Andre's already a strange night.
Verily.
But
No,
Well-
I'd rather be strange than mundane.
Truly, life is more entertaining that way.
I feel like
Well-
Moon has read the Liber Chaos.
What? What about Chaos?
I said I feel like you've read the Liber Chaos.
Liber Chaotica. Liber
Maybe I've
Chaos.
skimmed bits and pieces, but I have not actually read it cover to cover.
That's definitely a philosophy that'll cook your brain a little bit.
Only a little bit?
Only a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's relative. You know, even a liquid brain is only a little bit cooked compared to one that dissolved.
Yeah, you're like a brain in a jar.
I got one of those small, agile brains that can dodge a mind flayer attack.
What do you mean dodge a mind flare attack like Baki invading the bullet in his skull?
Yep.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a mind flare attack.
Nah,
Your
the brain
brain
just,
can
the
dodge a
brain
wrench,
just
your
pulls out a
brain can
Dempsey
dodge
roll.
what? Nah, my brain is that elite brain. It's 20%
I was
smaller and does barrel rolls to avoid mind flayer biting.
I was gonna
Sleek and
note
aerodynamic.
that his brain is like rabbit meat, but not everyone will get that reference.
Ah, lean.
Beg for
Mind flayers can't bite me. My brain too smooth. Their teeth slide right off.
No, no. If your brain is too smooth and the mind flare can't bite you because of it, that means the mind flare finds you distasteful.
Hey, I take the win. The squid boy is gonna eat my brain. I get to stab the squid boy. They look at me with hatred and the disgust, and I deal with my laugh. It is good, you disgust, but I get to stab.
Are we loaded back in?
We are
Everyone
loaded back in.
here?
We're good
Okay.
to go.
you take this laptop.
Tabletop sim is doing tabletop sim things, but we're good to go. Mostly. I pray.
All right. Let's stay over for me. All right, let me start moving the dice into a single place.
Okay,
But
yeah, there's no Wi-Fi.
but yeah, with the dwarves basically emptying as much of their stock as they can, pulling out mystery meat sausage links that smell really good cooking, but
Okay.
they seem they'd use some of their alcohol to not the good beer, but some of their alcohol to flavor the meat somewhat. But they're basically pulling out as much hospitality as they can to reinvigorate a lot of you for the last push.
Sounds
They've been overhearing you talking, doing they've just accepted the fact that they've all turned into old biddies at this point in time, just eavesdropping on conversations.
Fight or
They're gonna have to repent so much when they get back.
well. I will make sure that everyone is fed, including myself, and sausages for those who would like them. I will make sure everyone has a healing potion of the new types.
Does Esperance want a sausage?
Esperance doesn't.
Horses are
Esperance will
obligated
probably.
boars. You will kill him if you give him sausage.
I was gonna say Esperance would probably nibble a little bit of it, but not really.
No,
Craving the
I've been
sausage.
around horses. The whole notion of I've it's been really funny when you see when you open your horse's mouth and because they're opening their mouth because they're trying to bite an apple you're trying to give them, and you see little bits of a fucking baby chick that must have been out there somewhere in the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll go for it, but they can't digest it. That's what obligate means. It's not a preference. It's literally their digestive system is so highly tuned for plants that meat doesn't do anything for them.
Oh, I know. I'm just commenting.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, they can be psycho enough to put it in their mouth anyway, but
Esperance can have my oats. I will eat sausage.
Esperance is quite happy for the oats.
Of course.
And I believe there are plenty of them.
Truly, dwarves, I thank you for your hospitality. I know it isn't easy and you don't have much, but you're giving us as much as you can, and thank you very much for your hospitality.
Yeah, we're not so far removed from home that we can't at least be a bit civilized.
Thank you.
Besides, you give us our freedom back.
It's always a blessing seeing civility in the heart of chaos. I assure you, none of us will ever forget it.
At least that tiredness that's been clinging to my bones has gone away.
For the moment, anyway.
Indeed.
Oh, Moon, do I get to fit the whole plate set on me, or no?
They're able to repair the chest plate, to the point where it's serviceable, but they weren't able to fix up any other bits of the armor. The legs, the helmet's going to have to essentially be smelted down. They looked like it was taken in by a morning star or a vampiric punch, one of the two. Impossible to tell.
So
I think I know what killed my grandfather the first time. As I look at the helmet.
Yeah, no, it's
just got like a lance puncture in the side of it.
No, it looks like someone took a really heavy blunt object and all but caved in the skull, or caved in the helmet.
Turn the convex surface into a bowl.
Andre will sharply inhale and smile and just say, head trauma does run in the family.
That explains a lot.
I don't mean to be rude, but we could tell.
What?
Don't worry about
it. Oh, nonsense! It's just a little thing. You'll get it explained to you one day. It's called being a himbo.
Yeah, no, the lance puncture was actually in the chest plate, and that was what they had some trouble patching over. But
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it took at least one solid stab through with a lance and one cavitation blow to the head to kill the man.
He was
that
ended right.
would do it.
Tough bastard.
Well.
Sorry, wait. Definitely not a bastard.
Thank you all.
Yeah, they're legally not.
Yeah. Watch thy tongue, peasant.
As we're getting ready to go, Rodlin is going to go over and give Thesserau's attention.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
She's in the process of checking her gear over.
When you're done with your when you've checked your gear sufficiently, come speak with me. I have something we must discuss.
Certainly. Now is perfectly fine for me. Where would you like to talk?
Let's just go off to the side here.
Sure. Of course. And I will follow Rodlin to the intended place.
Just for somewhere far enough that we can speak at a casual voice without being in earshot. And Rodlin will say, there has been a matter of some grave concern, but that I did not want to speak about it in front of the others, but it is something that should be spoken of nonetheless.
All right.
I recognize that part of it may have been due to... I recognize that part of it may have been certainly due to the shall we say, intoxicants? I noticed you have been imbibing for the stress, but
Ah, yes. I didn't think they were that strong. I didn't even know what they were. Anyway.
oh, I so far be it from rather be hypocritical of me to judge someone for calming their mind in unusual ways. But
I honestly had hoped it was poison.
I understand.
But it was not, and that is for the best. Anyway, how may I help you?
I was concerned, regardless of whether of the intoxicant or not. I was concerned because there were some actions that seemed. There was a great deal of dismissive, concerning level. I recognize that there was strain on the trust, but if we are to go into the heart of this, I perhaps I don't know the extent of the intoxicant. You recall when? Yes.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You recall when we were surrounded
Poor
by
eye
the
shrugged.
wards?
I mean, it's not like I wasn't here for it. But... No, I'm talking about this right now. Yeah.
You recall when we were surrounded by the wards?
We're an endangered species, you know.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm keeping you distracted by the hot mic. My bad.
Hey, Moon,
fine.
you're hot miking.
Uh-oh, Moon. There he goes. All right. I recall when we were surrounded by the wards.
Yes.
And I approached you at once to ask you to be my eyes, so to speak, where my measurements could be detected, and I would ask you to use your talents that could not easily be so, and pass your discoveries to. I intended to ask you to pass your discoveries to me. Though you seemed almost to dismiss me out of hand, and move forward. Yeah, doing something similar to be sure, but did not pass the but did not hear me even to request that I know that information until later involvements demanded it. Another time when Andre was suggesting a course of action, and though it perhaps seemed, or the information seemed obvious to you, or perhaps a disagreement, there was a harsh reaction. I understand this. Stress is a devilish thing, but I come to say that if we are to go into the heart of this, the only thing that I can ask is that one thing that we need. We won't make it out of this if we can't put our full trust. Stress or strain or no. Even the most dour of strain. There's no differentiation when it comes to diluting trust. He says the kind of his face is straightforward, but his eyes are like he gets it. He understands pain and how hard it is to think clearly.
If I may, Rodlin. You and I seem to be at odds at the moment. We are in a place where the very magic that you rely on is inherently dangerous, and you constantly seek to rely on it.
Indeed.
We were in a situation amongst those nights where to obviously breach or work against their code could have had them all turn on us. Yes, I was not in my right mind. I haven't been in some time. I'm clearer than I've been in a while. But this place is inherently dangerous.
I understand
I'm
that.
sorry I was not able to relay my findings to you. At the time, you seemed focused on other things.
Indeed, perhaps. I understand.
My concern here and now, at this moment in time, is to see to it that we all make it out. Right now, that is my only focus. If it means that everyone dislikes me for it, then fine.
I don't regret that you did not share your findings. I don't regret that you did not share your findings, that you did not not finished hearing my request for them. It's that even in this state of confusion, you did not hear my finished request. I don't fully blame you. I said I understand. And there is truth in that it does not need to be, one does not need to be liked in order to be effective. But one must trust. And one.
When have I ever taken an action that directly broke your trust? Then?
Forgive me if I sound like I do not accuse you of breaking trust. I simply kind of smiles a little bit.
She's really kind of impassive, like not unreadable, but this is to her is kind of a very serious matter. Here she is trying to keep everyone alive, trying to do the best that she can, and someone's essentially, from her perspective, telling her she's not trustworthy.
It's not that you ever broke my trust. It's not that I trust you is the problem. I do trust you. I was only concerned because it seemed that it seemed not of my trust it was not in our trust in you. But it seemed in the harshness of tone, the not finishing conversation, the occasional dismissal, mostly of Andre, but occasionally other things. Not that you were lessening yourself, but that your I fear that in your worry to ensure our protection, your trust in your concern for our escape in those moments outgrew the trust you placed in us. Only so far as to damage communication. That is still something to understand, something to address. Taking even for instance my little trick when I was trying to bait them into underestimating me. I was capable of casting the magic to heal him without needing to go to the lower section. Half of the reason I asked for the witch to come back the lower thing was to look weak to them, be unassuming, and more importantly, to test if they really cared about healing him, or more accurately, to distract them by having something else. And the healing of them would be to seem the compromise. The healing of him to seem the compromise, even if they were opposed to it.
I see. So you wish to trick a bunch of chivalric vampires into underestimating you. Do you realize what would happen if they viewed that trickery as a breach of their own code, right? Yes?
Indeed I do, but I have lived this game with my honorable people for a long time. I don't ask that you agree with me. I only ask that I don't ask.
So, allow me to get this thought of your actions straight. You have played this game, and you are willing to risk all of our lives on a gamble against their honor. Do I hear that correctly? Of tricking them.
Goes sterner.
You understand my concern now, I hope. In this case, your trickery would have been fine if the rest of our lives were not on the risk, at least in this point. I understand what you are saying. I have been short-tempered. I have been away from the sun for a very long time. But this is the sort of thing that I am trying to prevent, is that turning of our enemies against us in mass.
Then do so in speaking. In that moment, the only thing I would have asked different.
So,
if you were concerned.
Continue.
The only thing that I would have asked different. You disagreed. You were concerned. You thought and still believe my actions were a risk. You wished to go over and say, "Hey, I think we should see. I know of a spot." But then I wished to reveal, "There's a spot over here. We can do the healing there." Indeed, that was not an unreasonable perspective. In fact, but instead of all I would have asked is that instead of saying, "Oh well, we can don't worry about that. We can heal him over here," is you have you pull me aside to another reason and explain as such, and then together we decide and present that agency together. That is all I ask.
In the moment, that was not something that I clearly saw.
And thus, this is not so much as an admonishment, or a reminder. It is not so. If you were, it would be. I doubt the case would have been identical had other circumstances not been present. But that nonetheless. But nonetheless, warrants the reminder to help. Together. We must do this together.
Well, you are here, and I'm presuming you're going with, so yes, together is sort of the only way this can be.
Indeed, we will be together, and your clearest thought will be fine. I only hope my reminder here. What I need of this, all I need of this reminder is to help ensure, to help encourage the thoughts you'd have here, in clarity. To be the thoughts you'd have out, even in fog.
We have almost lost the moon.
So we all live together.
I will endeavor to remember this, but I will not promise I will always be able to be so. There are things that occur to me so rapidly that to communicate them in the moment tips our hand. And it is better sometimes to not. If I am short in these cases, there is usually a reason. But sometimes, as in this case, there may not have been. Bye, Moon.
Regardless, I trust you, Thesserau.
I hope so.
We trust you. All.
I
don't want that. I don't doubt that. I don't.
There's a slight, almost amused little smile.
Yes, I know that you know we trust you. It's more for the moment. There is a notion of it's not for the clarity of mind that I will worry. It's for what you may worry under stress that I remind you. Maiden, we know we trust you. You just try and be more clear when you can. That's all I ask. Or Anders, did the conversation last just enough time for Moon to come back?
Apparently so. We can stall for longer if you need.
No, I can actually hear you all again.
Phenomenal. That was. Let it be known that was not actually technically stalling. That was not actually stalling. However, perfect length of conversation for what would have had to have been stalling.
Absolutely.
We could easily have kept going if we had to.
In that same vein, Rodolin, I have a request while we are down here.
Mm-hmm.
No magic unless we all discuss it first. None.
Very well.
You have had one major mishap at least every week I've known you since I have known you. And not all of them have been down here, and some of them could have cost one of us to die, and one of them almost did. If my task is to keep everyone safe, and you are one of the threats, what are my options? I have the same question of Lucia. She has ceased throwing magic around regularly as a result, and I am appreciative of this. But if you cast again and a demon takes control of you, which one of us should die saving you? And you say you take precautions, yet they still happen. So for now, I need it to stop. Because I cannot fight against your mishaps and what we face down here at the same time. Not and get everyone out alive.
Very well.
Thank you. There will be times. There will be time. There will be times when your magic will be needed. I ask that you trust that I will see them, as I did with the vampires in the water once they were pointed out to me. I am more familiar with the winds of magic than you might think.
I don't doubt that. The last spell I will cast will be a simple preparation on myself. to steady, not to, unless, and I will cast it away from the group before we move.
Within line of sight, so if something goes wrong, we may at least assist you.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That being said, you wouldn't by chance have any willow bark tea, would you? The itch under my scales is very distracting.
He actually smiles and then proceeds to pull out some freshly ground willow bark.
Oh, you have no idea. Thank you. Squirrels it away, quickly goes and makes tea.
The rats are just kind of looking back and forth.
No, I mean like thunderstorm, like
Sword or
rain,
Borg
cracks
looks
of
up
lightning,
or looks over to Sword.
massive
Did you
gusts
just
of
witness
wind,
drug
your
deal?
coastal
No,
towns,
no. That's a friend
fucking
need
wind.
itchy scale powder. So drug deal for scaly itch powder? Sword just kind of shrugs.
It's for numbing it's for numbing pain-sensing nerves. It's good for headaches.
Wasn't dry.
Niaro shakes his head. No.
Yeah,
It's for spiritual itch powder. She needed to commune closer with Sigmar.
God damn it! They're all wrong.
They just nod sagely.
Niaro, you think you're getting it.
Oh, shit.
Good.
One of them, what was it? What was the medical rat named?
Oh, I have his
Stitch
name
Fix.
written. Yes, Stitch Fix.
Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix over there, like, just yes, don't worry. That's a friend. Go too long without powder, gets crawlies under skin. Yes.
Yeah, he's the only one who understands the use of the willow bark tea.
Like, I mean,
Fix prepare.
Yeah. For most people, it's like headache medicine, really. But yeah. Quiet moment of tea. Finally. After almost 3 days. At least it feels like it's 2 or 3 days. Oh.
This is also a reason why Rodlin made some of his own tea this morning.
Yeah, it's good for aches and pains.
Mm-hmm.
Well, about the time you finish brewing the water,
Tea.
there'd be
I don't understand.
the scratch and scramble of claws making their way down smooth stone, as well as there is Thess, you hear the Lustrian syllable for "I," except it gets repeated twice. So you just hear the squeaky voice from somewhere off in the distance. Just "Aye, scratch, 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 aye, scratch, 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 aye, scratch, 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 scratch." And as one of the rats comes back into view that you'd sent above.
Hello.
Yeah, and our neighbor Olfen, his son's been real
Bolt
sick
comes
lately.
back down. I could not
he,
think of
got into
what
the
else
fight.
to yell out to let know that I come and not bad rat.
Ah, your voice is a distinctive one. I remember you.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to the others. He's like, voice distinctive.
We all have different. You all sound different. It's fine.
Give me a moment.
When Moon starts making distinctive voices for Skaven, you know he's gotten too into the world.
Oh, it's more an observation in the fact that Tess actually can hear the differences between how they talk, and because she spent so much time around Sword and Board.
Moon being cooked is unrelated.
But we like
It's
cooking
simply
a
a
Moon.
feeling.
Medium rare.
moist.
Wow, only one of those rats managed
Yeah,
to
there's, like, a
avoid
whole
not
group of them in
taking.
town. They were talking about.
Only
you
one
know,
of those
what's
rats
going on.
managed to avoid not taking an insanity point, as someone has mentioned. You all have distinctive voices. Wait, we all have distinctive voices?
Yeah, someone actually cares to learn that we don't all sound the same?
Like, you've hit them with paradigm shifting information.
I mean,
He's starting to believe.
they're just people. Just like people, but rat-shaped.
No, they're friend-shaped.
But people is people, not rats people. Rats people is just fodder for rats.
And Bess is people, and she's not necessarily person.
I think you have that in her. Well, maybe you have both right.
Oh yeah, she not people shaped, but she definitely people.
I mean, did you genuinely not think you were people?
Well, we only know of the man things as people. Everything else is, well...
There were the rats, and the various other nicknames you give. Don't bother to think about what is people or not people in the way humans do.
Yeah, like, it's not even said in a disparaging way. It's just, no, we always taught that man things is people, and everything else is everything else.
Yep. All right. Tasha
What?
looks a little bit
Strange.
sunshine.
We're also not really sure what people is,
Seems
just
like a
that
pretty
man
bog
things is
standard
people.
paladin.
No, you are people. A person, which is a singular of people, is like sword. Sword is a person, but all of Skaven are people.
Sword's ears twitch. Sword is person.
What have I started?
A revolution.
Board looks over. Is Board person?
Yes.
They look to each other and they nod. Sword would look up. Am sword stab. I take name. I take last name. It designates people status. Board would think for a moment. Then I board block. I take name too because it designates people status. You have started no idea what you've started.
That has been the whole adventure of us not having any idea what we've started.
Yeah, Oscar is actually going to say to Lucia, just looking at all this, and he's just thinking, I'm thinking about all the Skaven we've fought, and the stories I've heard about them, and the stories you told about the ones you encountered back in your homeland. How can a species be this insidiously evil, but simultaneously this pathetic?
I thought I would have an answer, but I do not.
The closest I have to an answer is that, in fact, and this is serious, it may genuinely be a cosmic scale joke. On behalf of their sick creator, perhaps.
Perhaps. But don't forget their occasional bits of bright innovation either.
Well, that's just it. Everything I've heard about the Skaven is that the wars of Manfred Skavenslayer, the stuff you mentioned about the Mulder clan up in Kislev, what you've said about the ones in Lustria, our own experience, they are vile, mutated, conquering, slaving, mad creatives out to destroy the world seemingly for their own ends. But they're also just... He just gestures at the horde of Skaven currently debating names and personhood.
Would you prefer to it that this is what happens when you free the slaves? The slaves get ideas, and now they have to deal with the repercussions of idea. I mean, I see problem, but I don't see how we solve problem.
Well,
I'm just saying, our expedition in this town is the first time I have ever killed anything more noticeable than a game bird on a hunt. The fact that they are horrible, evil, rats out to kill us all made me much more comfortable with it. Humanizing them to this level is causing me problems that I have killed people.
I'm sorry. If it helps any, they were trying to kill you.
I'd also like to point out that these ones are in the process of becoming people, whereas the ones earlier were not.
Nero kind of stop and turn around. Oh, they still have eyes only for the horned heretic. They all lost, all eyes clouded. Naro see, Naro understand. The rest no understand. Naro tried talking to them once. They called Naro fool. They called Naro damaged. He moves something to the side, and where he has where there is the hammer brand he did on himself, off to the side on his shoulder, you can actually see the try symbol. They rebrand Nyaro, try and fix problem in Nyaro brain, but this only galvanized galvanized Nyaro more to have faith in the Sigmar. Nyaro broken, but Nyaro fixed things with hammer blows.
Andre will put his hand on little Nyaro's head to rustle his hair.
Squeak.
Like, Nyaro, you are a light amongst your people. You are the light spot that parts the clouds that the great horned rat creates. And the Skaven, your people, that are ready to accept your message, will come to you when they can. Those that flee from you, those are the ones that do not want to change. You must find it in your heart to slay them. The ones that can change will come to you. And this is why you're here. That's why Sigmar blessed you.
He looks up at Andre and nods a couple times. Andre make much sense. Yes.
I'll give him ear scritches as well.
Meanwhile, Rodlin wanting to say something, but you know what? But taking the time to write some notes first.
Level 1, but
I'm just gonna sit over here with my tea.
Don't spill it.
I'm not.
Not gonna spill the tea.
Rodlin, like, I want to add to this conversation, but I also want to write a thesis first.
I mean, it's a thesis-worthy writing.
Mm-hmm. Quietly muttering under his breath, a few scholars are going to burst of ventricle reading this.
So, are we ready to make our leave?
I think
Look at the rest
so.
of the group.
I can drink while we move.
All right. I'm going to, speaking of that preparation, Rodlin is going to quickly step off far enough to the side and channel and then cast the second portent, and then he'll be ready to go. Channel 17 cast.
Are we still far enough down that there needs to be a Zinch die?
stop you as
Less of
no one
that.
really wants to go running.
Hello?
594. I got to see it in the final frame.
Sorry, I'm thinking. I didn't disconnect. I'm thinking.
No, I disconnected from the server.
No, it crashed out again.
Yeah, I know
What
that.
are you doing, tabletop?
TTS says no.
I think it is just a server side issue.
skill issue?
It is the skill issue.
Tis a
All
weapon
right,
issue.
Rodolin. You have 3 dice in magic, 4 dice in magic, 2 dice in magic,
3 dice currently.
2 dice,
3.
3. Okay, so that's okay. I can't really
Wait,
think
what?
of
Slow
anything
down, hold
save
on.
for. I mean, willpower makes no. Roll me fellowship, please.
Fellowship. All right.
Yeah, you have an effective plus 20 to the skill between magic dice and the etheric currents in the area.
Sure. All right. Well, I gotta roll. Unfortunately, I have to roll this. Not.
Yeah,
on...
no, that's fine, that's fine. Just announce what you got after you roll it.
Right. That will be. $33. That is a success with a plus 20. That is a success by, I think, 4 degrees. Or is it 70 effective to stat? Sorry, 76 effective stat with the plus 20 to about 56.
Okay, so as you now, correct me if I'm wrong.
So
but
then
the portent spells
truly
all
a
have to
traveler
do
from another world.
with foresight, prognostication. I mean, from a diegetic angle. I know they mechanically do like rerolls and shit, but foresight, prognostication, future sense, etc., etc. Correct?
Indeed.
So as you attempt to glimpse the various futures and the threads of fate that spool themselves out around you, you hear a squeaky voice very similar to Niaro's. It's a bit softer, but it has similar some of the similar squeaks and intonations in it.
Not particularly.
And
but
as you're divining the threads, divining the fates, divining the futures, you hear this same voice call out multiple times, just help Niaro, until finally one of the threads seems to snap and lock onto you, Rodolin, as it simply just help Rodolin.
Wait, you know.
That was concerning. Can I recall and make a quick... Can I attempt to match any of the voices to the... So you said it was like Niaro's, but not. Can I match these... Attempt to match these voices I'm hearing to any of the rats we know?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Alright, I don't know, what skill would that be while I'm rolling?
Can't.
Got me a 22.
What is that degrees of success?
So what did you say the skill was?
Raw intelligence.
Raw intelligence. 22
Yeah,
out of 71, so...
So that'd be a bump over.
Meanwhile,
channeling a touch.
the rest of
Okay. You don't recall any of the.
SSO and
You don't
Rochelle,
so much recall any
along
of the
with
voices,
Dutch.
but you remember vaguely from the other day, or perhaps the other week, or perhaps the other month. Time is
Well, you've
blended
got 6
together
hours
so
of
much
running in
down
the woods.
here. But as you focus, as you try and recall, you vaguely remember when you had been mentally, magically locked with another one of the Skaven down here.
With
This back when
brother is
is this back when he was doing the Gracier stuff initially?
Yes. Back when he had linked with one of the Grey Seers, from, while it would have had a moment of your perception, you would have had a moment of its perception. And while initially there's not much to be gleaned from seeing a handful of neonate Skaven casters,
Right. So once
you
guys arrive at
can
the farm,
recall
they would tell you that it's half hour down
you can
the road
recall
to get
one
to
of
the,
them having a similar intonation as when the Skaven exploded moments before the link was cut. You would remember the voice yelling out, "Oh no, duck, duck!" But moreover, with 5 degrees of success, thereabout, there would be essentially the missing component that Rodolin hasn't heard a single time down here. There's almost feminine vocal tones in that voice.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Alright. You know what that means.
I promise it's not as horrible as you think.
Fair.
No, it's pretty horrible.
Oh, it's pretty horrible. It's just not as horrible as it could be.
It's not as horrible as other stories could be with Skaven.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Are you ready to go, Rodland?
Yes. Slight disturbing vision, notwithstanding.
Disturbing vision?
Yes, I was doing my little prognostication.
Hello, Crosser. Thank you for the raid. Go ahead. Sorry.
Woo!
I was doing my little prognostication for that final spell I mentioned. And in the process of looking ahead, I seem to have heard what I'm only fairly certain is the voice of someone calling for an almost feminine Skaven voice calling out in help for Nyaro.
Gracia?
Indeed.
That's his sister.
Indeed.
He asked me to save her.
Yes, well, I believe. I certainly got. If that. We may need to get a hurry on. Our foresight wasn't exactly clear with timing.
No, but, I don't even know where to look to find her.
Now that I've heard her voice, it would require more magic, but I could at least give us a direction.
What can we do to make it safe?
Well.
Nyaro waddles over, just, sister?
Yes, Nyaro. I heard your sister's voice while I was doing my little prognostication. And I believe, well, I'll be direct. The voice was crying out for help, rather desperately. At first it was just your voice, then it was mine shortly before the vision ended. Which
What-
hopefully to me implies she may be aware we are coming to aid her.
Would drop her 3 Nyarl blood help? Or fur? Or
Ponders. Let me check something.
You just hit Niara with a cup check. You're like, I got you.
Got you, homie.
Now that you
Okay, but he's hunched. I don't think my arms are long enough.
What was that, Albion?
while this is going on, Oscar does turn to the others and say, now that it's mentioned, I don't think I've seen a single female Skaven the whole time we've been down here. Until Niara mentioned a sister. Is that normal?
I thought they were like the elves and they were all one gender.
Elves are not one gender.
Right. Okay. At first, when Oscar said, "Oh, like is that normal?" he winced a little bit, knowing the explanation to come. And then when Andre said, "Oh yeah, I thought it was like the elves, where they're all one gender," and then Rodlin just like, okay, yeah, and slowly rubbed his eyebrows. Well, no, the elves are not all one gender, and yes, that is mostly normal. There are a scarce few Skaven females compared to their male population.
I've never seen one.
I've only ever seen them depicted on parchment and distant scrying visions. If the fact that there is this, in fact, the fact that this is both a female and a gray, and your sister had the talent for gray seeing, yes?
yes, Nyaro's sister Grayseer. Nyaro's sister managed to avoid normal breeder status by her gifts. It very hard to, well, Nyaro pauses and thinks of the words for a moment. Nyaro's sister has burned off more than one dick.
Why
That's
do
not what
I
you said.
like
Oh, sorry.
Niara's sister?
Reader status. Sorry, go ahead, Lucia.
Why do I like Niara's sister?
Well, certainly might share a temperament. What did Oscar say?
Nyaro's sister crazier than Nyaro.
Oscar was horrified by the words breeder status.
Yeah, when mentioned about where are the female Skaven, those that you're traveling with all just kind of look down to the ground, and it was the medically trained one who had been trying to speak at first before Nyaro spoke up, kind of shouldering the, yeah, our people are terrible.
No. Your people were terrible. You're not anymore.
He looks around for a moment. We are new clan, are we? And they kind of nod reluctantly at first before the momentary realization dawns on them that they've all but completely defected from what they knew. A couple of them sit down with that information, sword and board, are just like, yes.
Anyone looking at Oscar at the moment will be able to see that for a moment one of his hands wanders up and traces just across his shirt roughly where the scar lines on his chest would be. And he just sort of mutters to himself, and I thought it was hard. I thought the gender stuff was hard for humans.
Yeah. Indeed.
One of them looks over. Human agenda? Humans have many things on agenda.
Oscar is not going to dignify that with a response. He's just going to reach out and pat the Skaven absentmindedly on the head.
Squeak.
Harder for some than others, Oscar.
Well, as for this particular female Skaven, I think we might be, if she is in need of help, I think your blood might be a few drops of your blood, or perhaps more accurately, I simply might need to have place your hand between mine while I concentrate on her.
While they're doing that, we may have a decision to make.
Indeed.
Roland, I will leave you and Niaro to whatever it is you need to do. If the Grey Seers are someplace different than where the weapon is, the choice may well become go after the weapon or after Niaro's sister. I'm inclined to go after the sister. I have reasons, but it's something to think about. I don't feel...
Grace is their mage cast, aren't they?
Yes, which is one of my reasons. Her aid may be useful in dealing with the weapon and whatever they have down there, but...
So, I mean, I'm hoping that wouldn't their spellcasters be near the thing that they're trying to make work with magic?
A couple of them nod, listening in on the conversation.
That would be my thinking, but it is not a guaranteed.
Excuse me, Lucia.
Yes.
Andre is very confused. He's like, I hate to ask. I feel very silly asking, but orcs are all one gender, right? Or am I getting this also wrong?
Andre, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I'm not going to dignify that with an answer, because I'm not going to go look up an orc's kilt to find out.
I'm so confused.
It's best not to think about it too much.
Gender questions in a fantasy world. The lizard men have no gender. The orcs, do they have one? I sure thought the elves looked all pretty, but it turns out that's just me.
Yeah. The lizard men had all one gender. Until very recently.
Better not examine this any further.
And starting to examine this any further, you're going to start peeking up alien skirts and taking psychic damage.
It's kind of like that. Andre is like, this feels dangerously close to introspection. I will stop now.
Oh, fuck. You make me paint outside the line. Like,
My toughness of value is too high. I shall deflect it.
Just slowly, hands pressed together, his eyes slowly rising up. Ding! Darn, I almost had a thought.
almost. Thank goodness.
Poor
No matter how many times I still can't find.
You're so mean to him. He doesn't deserve it as bad as we give it. Like, he does deserve it a little bit. He doesn't deserve it as bad as we give it. Oh. Anyway, while they're making their decision, Rodland needs to roll me some, I don't know, needs to roll himself and you, or whatever is needed for this finding divination.
Yes. So, I need a standard magic roll.
Yeah, first, I'm going to channel, and I'm going to pull out
Channel,
a
that's the
small, channel, pull out a small little lens. He's going to take a rock and gently crack the lens to finalize its necessary part of the component. Very poor lens, but it's just good enough.
Thankfully, the magic accounts for a lot of the lensing difficulties.
All right, now that I have this, and hopefully this tabletop will work. Hacha. Gonna go ahead and use one of my 2 rerolls on that channeling check, just in case. There we go, 19. That's good. 6. And what bonus do I get from having her sibling on hand?
So we'll go with a +3. Since you have someone who is within the same 5, or someone who is within 5 of the same letter.
That's a total of +9, +3 from channel, +3 from item, +3 from him. That is 5, 7, 2, 14, +9, 23. That beats the 21 finding divination. He will.
All right, so you almost got the divination clear. You can't quite manage to find where it is, and then grabbing Niaro's paw, manipulating the digits a little bit. You essentially dial in the focus, and you're able to square in the last bit of the divination.
Okay. Now, normally the Finding Divination spell just gives me a flat direction, like a straight point to where they are. So if I need to find exactly where they are, I would have to cast this spell multiple times. However, magic is funky down here. Does anything special happen?
Can you give me a second roll of 3d10?
Second roll of 3d10. Understood. Aye, aye, Captain. Ta-da! We got 2, 10, 4, 16.
$16 with there is a brief moment where the spell is able to not quite steer, but provide a 16-bit image of the location you're attempting to find, though this further introspection of the magic forces the link to snap. The spell rebounds, though it doesn't do any damage. It just cinches your beard slightly.
Blink, 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 blink.
And it's not even burnt, your beard's just smoking.
Okay. That's fine, I can make it cool looking. It worked for Blackbeard. Putting cigars in his face to look cooler. So I do that. So do I? What else? So is that what do I? What information do I get? Just the.
So the direction is it's essentially straight down, followed by a sharp direction in the antipode of the vampires. This would boil down to essentially go down and turn. Would that be right? Yeah, it'd be right.
Right or left? Right was the vampires.
No, yeah. So they should have been to the. Well, it's right on the map sheet, but from the direction you're coming, it would be to the left. Directions get weird.
Yes.
But yeah, it's in the opposite direction of where the vampires are holed up. There was no real assertion of how far down and through the rest of it would need to be. Simply that there was loose stone about before finally getting to an area where there would be several of these gray-furred individuals. But beyond that, and something that just looks nebulously threatening, it was hard to glean any real information. But you do have a direction.
We have a direction. Rodlin is going to take that. Rodlin is enthusiastically say that, well, Nyaro, we have a direction. And with a smile, he's going to notice the little smoke sizzling up from his beard. And then he is going to how curious. And then I'm going to inhale some of that smoke and see if he can blow a smoke ring.
Roll fellowship.
Roll to vape.
If you have charm, you may roll that instead.
8. I get the second die. 8. Well, it is getting. That's not super late yet, and I have plenty of fortune points to spend. I'm going to spend 1 fortune point attempting this for the sillies. Have charm. A narrow success on my charm.
Okay, you have traded 1 fortune point for a fortune point to the lot of the NPCs following you, as several of them are just like, okay, that was impressive. Wizard do wizard things.
Right,
Wizard
so
ring.
you
Wizard
upstairs
ring.
to the sickly child in the bed.
The former slave raven is like, all right, that was impressive. Give me a cigar and I'll try and do that too. Or just give me a cigar. Please give me a cigar.
Please. Please, it's stressful down here. Please.
Literally nothing to do with anything. I just really need some tobacco.
Please, I am so stressed out.
I mean,
and Pegleg is clapping.
Nicotine is a relaxant.
But yeah, you have successfully given a morale boost to the NPCs.
Excellent. All right. Rodlin returns to the group.
I didn't feel anything go off, so I'm presuming it went well.
Indeed. Yes, we have a heading, at least for her.
Well, then I think we should repay Nyaro's faith in us by rescuing his sister.
Verily, let us rescue a maiden.
Yay! Nyaro, excite. Much excite.
That's all right with everyone.
I,
Might mean a detour.
I would honestly
I-
prefer to be down here to do something heroic instead of the constant slog of slaughtering the Jarl's people for some greater good I don't understand quite yet.
Ah, well, rescuing somebody is generally considered heroic. Wait, hold on. If you rescue someone, don't you get a reward or something?
Usually, yes.
I'll have to remember that.
Yarrow thinks for a moment. Well,
She has a +6. So
Yarrow's
if we add a
sister.
2 to that, that would
What's
put her at
497
23.
do? He thinks for a moment, just, she'd probably do one of those human reward things, give smooch, though do not know if rat can give kiss.
She looks
I wouldn't know.
They do nozzle.
Yeah, they yes. Thess doesn't know. Thess has only really seen them on the opposite side of a battlefield.
Tess is only like 13.
Age
She
is
has
just
access
enough.
to warpstone, though. She'd pay in many coin.
look at
Not a fan of warpstone. It feels wrong.
coloration starting
coin.
from there.
Still feels very wrong.
Speaking of coin, suppose we should tie this to Esperance.
I guess she
slightly,
might have inferior gold.
Yes. Oh, how? Yep, we will take inferior gold as payment.
I will be happy when she is safe. That is more than ward enough for me, I think.
Verily.
Virilli.
Virilli?
Was that in the
I met
arrow?
I met a sailor by the name of Virilli.
No, that was Sword trying to, like, someone. Virilli.
What a blessed little creature. He's becoming more people by the moment.
Well, if we're going to go, sooner I suspect is probably better than later.
Indeed. Well,
The general direction that the general had a the general heading that Rodolin would have
The shadows
would
they fought.
be to head back down into the depths
Yeah,
again.
Well, I think that's where the weapon isn't it?
Large shadow.
Virilli.
Virilli.
I'm sorry.
You're never gonna get rid of it now.
Virilli! Onward.
Yes. Very, very much onward.
feel as though my culture is being disdained.
To the Virillian sphere.
More like gently poked at with humor, Andre.
You'll need
Where?
more.
Listen, they're one hit to the head away from yelling for Squeakmar. Virilli, onward, squeak, squeak.
I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
I'm just waiting for Nyaro to hold up a glowing hammer and say Excelsior!
God damn it. I'm not even mad that you said it. I'm mad I didn't think of it first.
Fucking right? It's all there. In squeaking white.
Oh my god.
Well, I have. Hold on.
You do have hold on.
Oh, hey, Catman. Okay, we need to drink water, but I have no water, so I need to go get water.
Is beer okay?
Beer would be fine, but I don't have that either.
Moon has a problem. It
I
is
am
that Moon has
beverageless.
Moon has no beverage to speak of whatsoever.
I don't even have coffee. I have no coffee. I have no alcohol. I have no water. I am beverageless. I don't even have the blood of my enemies in front of me.
He has no beverage and he must drink.
Yeah. So
Are you
I'll be
saying
back
we
in-
should go get you the blood of your enemies?
She gives you a soft
it-
smile.
it is a good day to die.
Kapla.
Kapla.
Made with 100%
Anyway,
free range enemy.
I was gonna say quick intended break, but Feet, do you think you could attempt to switch from point A to point B? Or are we afraid to do that because TTS might explode again?
Well, I mean, if we're taking an official break.
Whoa,
Oh, hey.
what the fuck?
Oh, yes! We have switched. Finally, a new fuck. Wow, a new map!
I need to block a few things off at the moment, but
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Why is there? You know what? I shouldn't ask questions.
I'm sure you'll get the answers. We just at the moment we all will.
Yeah. A big moment why there's a big tusked individual when you're not sure whether they're from Warcraft or.
I mean,
yay! It's a dungeon run.
Huzzah! This is pretty cool looking.
I mean, it has kind of been a dungeon run.
I'm glad I could teach Niaro such good things. You could just pave over the holes in your psyche with religious fervor, and it makes everything better. Good job, Niaro.
See all those wrinkles and lumps in your brain? Maybe you should just gently pour some faith over it until it's smooth and shiny and glorious like the Sigmar's light.
Exactly. Well, not Sigmar, but you're getting close.
Is that a dwarven headless mouth pouring lava into a giant stone brazier?
Oh, but if their brains are smooth, they'll be as Spanish smart as a koala bear.
I haven't been too obnoxious filling the dead air, have I?
No, you're fine.
All right. Thanks, Captain.
Nah, it's been perfectly fine.
All right.
A lot of fun.
I should always try to ask if I'm too much.
I am not captain or your captain. That we're not doing that.
Fee? Fee, what do you mean you're not my captain? No.
I'm getting some ominous vibes from looking at this board. It's giving ominous.
We have finally reached the final part of the dungeon.
Given her preference for being called Mama Bird, I think if you called Fiora Captain, she'd just tell you to flock off.
Yes.
Bird mother.
I mean, she would, and we'd just have to keep pecking at it until she accepted it.
Oh, you know.
Oh. Oh, I love bad jokes.
Also, yeah, that broken statue over there is a Mogu from World of Warcraft. I recognize
Holy
it.
shit. I've never even played World of Warcraft, yet I know that I recognize that art style.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this is even cooler at the fact that almost everything on my screen is purple because it says this is not displayable in your country, including the fact that all of the textures on the dwarven statues are purple. They look amazing as giant purple statues. I'm just saying.
They're different shades of purple, which
Brit-
actually kind of
British
makes it
censorship has enhanced this in ways I was not prepared for.
Gotta get that NordVPN sponsorship. Man, this map looks baller. I gotta stop looking at it. I feel like I'm getting spoilered.
In the jungle, mighty jungle.
I
Yeah,
do
that's the one.
like I do like that in the midst of the Oscar being quiet and vulnerable and Andre having to grapple with the concept of gender, just rolled a straight 99 on the intelligence check for that.
Yeah. That's over here going. Yeah, some species have it harder than others when it comes to that.
Wait, what did he roll a 99 on?
Oh, figuring out that Oscar is trans. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre had zero clue. And he was like, really?
I swear to God, if we could actually get that still going until make that
Wait,
the
hang on, I
punchline at
have
the very
to.
end of the campaign.
It's probably because Andre is utterly exhausted.
So as that all goes on, as Andre is just like
Yelson's wife is going to
Lucia,
grab
blah
her
blah blah blah.
pushing down
Aspirants
and out
overhears.
the door as, Ricino is
Aspirants
urging
just
everyone outside.
whinnies and looks down at the ground.
I see.
But nuzzles Andre because Aspirants would absolutely die for Andre.
Give him head pets. He is a beautiful creature.
No, it was just like I'm curious, what would the horse get in intelligence 12?
Good enough to pass. Let me take a look real quick. I gotta do the Excel spreadsheet. That is not a pass for Esperance. He has an intelligence of 10.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's
okay.
Not
Yeah, he has no idea either.
Thank goodness. I'd feel a little dumb if I got outsmarted by my fucking horse.
I mean, it's not that your horse is smart or not, but it took Tess a while to put it together. But she still hasn't really talked with Oscar about it.
It's alright. Andre probably has to be directly told. He probably won't get
Listen, as long as Oscar provides Aspirants with food, Aspirants doesn't care.
Oh no.
This is true.
I mean,
you could be an orc named Sassafras for all that horse cares, as long as the carrots keep coming.
A reminder, the orc named Sassafras will eat the horse.
Are we all back?
I believe so.
Yes.
Orc named Sassafras trying to debate whether or not to eat the horse. Horse doesn't realize, man, I wonder why I'm getting all these apples and hay lately. This is great.
The horse accidentally leads the orc named Sassafras to a treasure hoard, and the orc just like, nope, too valuable to eat.
I will will hug you.
This
Horse does
is
not
too
realize that
good
it was
to
on the
eat.
chopping block.
Not necessarily in that order.
Fate point for Esperance to get it.
Woohoo! Fate point for the players. Oh god, we have a fate point. And Moon has like
I
a
didn't
full.
realize it was very nearly hors d'oeuvres.
Moon
Oh,
has
wait,
a
did
full deck of fate points. We have. Oh, and Moon also, you're allowed one extra monster. I'm sorry, Tom. I missed that part. That notification came in way too quiet. I didn't test my notifications before we started stream. Please
Did you get-
accept my apologies, Tom.
Sorry. Did you get mine? I threw 9 biddies for a fate point refill.
Oh. No, I didn't get any of those notifications. I didn't test the thing before we started, and I should
sorry.
have.
Yeah, I threw 9 biddies at you.
May I have a promotion again
As the
since we've crashed like 12
walls and
times?
ceiling
You have been promoted. Also, again, Moon, you weren't here when I said this, but because of the British censorship thing, all of the textures for everything is purple, which just makes this somehow even better and more haunted.
Oh my god, yes! That is so cool. Hold on. Give me the pan order. I want to see
This is the first time where censorship has made it better. What the fuck?
I don't know how to feel about censorship improving things.
So the really freaky deaky part here is it's trying to say content not viewable in your country, and it's trying to save it over every single texture, and the eyes of the dwarves are a separate texture, so it's trying to spell the entire message in their eyes.
Oh, that's so good.
Somehow it has made this better. You need to put our tokens down, by the way.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Sorry, I have very conflicting feelings about this.
Somehow Palpatine returned. You did a really good job on this, Moon.
This is epic.
I really can't take a lot of credit. I found most of it.
Ah.
And I got disconnected. Okay, that explains why the tokens were not displaying.
It locked up. It's hard locked. Yep, it's not you disconnected. It is the program crashed.
Well, it's not even that. I had pulled out like 5 tokens out of a bag, and it's like nothing. What the fuck? Disconnect. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, it hard crashed.
Okay, well, that's fine. I can, at the very least, verbalize this bit now that you have some kind of a visual idea. So as you descend back down the rickety steps and some of the short lifts to descend down to, as far as you all can tell, what is essentially bedrock. The dying sounds of revelry from where the vampiric hold was illuminates and echoes the opposite way. And Rodolin, while you're down here, closing your eyes at any point in time, you feel your head drawn in the direction you need to go. This is very painful if you are facing the wrong way, as your entire head and torso start to rotate. But heading down a bit of a ways, the walls down here are a bit more and less work simultaneously. You can see the edges of where clean stone had been, as well as the indentations where stone is being excavated out. The skeletal frames of either what were or are soon to be some type of abominable machine exist around, though this one here doesn't seem to be abhorrently possessed or anything of the like. It just appears to be a simple gear and crank powered excavator. There are a few Skaven that mill about this area. They seem almost ambivalent to your appearance here, so focused in on their work at expanding out the tunnels. But as you look around, you can see that there's quite a large operation that has been going on down here, as there are off in the distance near what appears to be the edge of some pre-existing hold's walls, a large pile of unworked warpstone. It was in a couple of crates, but it had been spilling out over the top as they're just piling it up, piling it up, piling it up.
Interesting that they wouldn't be holding on to some of it.
There's a few taskmasters that patrol the cordons, and you actually notice one of them try to pocket a bit of that before. There's not even a whip. The taskmaster just turns, fires a warp lock through them. A couple others come over, grab the body, toss it in a wheelbarrow, and they just head down through a set of double doors.
Right.
Someone comes to begrudgingly take their place and continues digging out and expanding the quarried walls.
Really disturbing.
Should have known.
Yes, I agree.
Well, do we just
Okay, let me load back in now. Sorry about that.
Sure, no worries. I gotta step away and use the restroom anyway. I'll be back.
Do we just want to throw ourselves at this, or?
If we want to throw ourselves, we might find it more. Let's see. You were looking. I'm going to look around. So lots of slaves. Do we see the slave bosses?
Yeah, you can see the taskmasters moving around. Oh, that got janky.
Everything's gonna be a little janky tonight. But we have managed to load in and everything looks like it's kind of working. I say kind of working, you know, cautiously.
Everybody janks.
Can I load in? I can load in a fence. Okay.
Every. Up. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm better now. My leg was getting intense there. Fortunately, it didn't disconnect me. Everything do be a little bit janky, but we're rolling. All right. So if we're going to, well, and how far does this feel from where the big event is, or the big? Let me not the big event. How far does this? If I can get a sense of distance, how far does it seem like it is from where the little miss is?
What were you at? Oh,
yeah, nobody else knew the red.
Oh, I can load tokens this time.
Yay.
QQ.
I disconnected. Was that an everybody problem?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I disconnected from the lobby. Okay. Whew. Well, you are far enough in the back. Also, those double doors aren't actually there, but they're pretty enough and served as a good starting point, so I left them in as a visual marker. But you're far enough in the back that there is only a very dim, pale green light illuminating you all. The actual torch lights and such, that was the point of the fences. Essentially, when you move past into one, you're in the edge of the dim light there. When you've moved past into the other, they can fully see you all. But as you are right now, you have the cloak of darkness over you for protection. And yeah, there's a bunch of Skaven slaves, but there's enough taskmasters and the like down here. As well, you can tell some of the slaves working the quarry sides are either malnourished or neonate scampires, as they're making quick work through some of the quarry spots.
Don't do warp dust, kids.
All right. So we are in a spot that is covered. Well, it seems we have two possible options forward. If I was by myself or with a smaller number of people, I would suggest stealth. Not engaging unless we have to. On the other hand, disrupting their operations down here and freeing the slaves. Well, that's always good in my book. But
Indeed.
before any of us make that decision, every combat we engage in runs the risk of getting one of us injured.
But you gave the healing potions for, right?
Yes, but we only have so many of them, and my skills are limited.
I say I charge the biggest one and hit him.
Rather, let's wait for let's wait until we see if we can find we'll move through here until there's a really good opportunity. A cluster of the taskmasters in one place. If no such opportunity presents itself, then perhaps we circle back after freeing the others.
I
I
mean,
believe it.
can you identify who's in charge here, Oscar? You know their people?
These ones
Very
over here,
nice. Any faces?
pointing to the taskmasters.
But I mean, like a big cheese. Like if there's anyone like obviously. In charge of
You're
that.
talking about the person the taskmasters have to answer to.
Yeah, like the head supervisor.
There
Yeah,
actually
he's,
are
Korean
a couple
now.
of rats that meet that criteria.
Chaos.
The most evil being of all, the Skaven middle manager.
She started.
Yep. You.
And then
Yep. You find a pair of there's a pair of Skaven shift supervisors.
Precision shots to eliminate them, or do we need
They
to
seem
engage them
to
close
be-
in?
They seem to be in charge of what I can only describe as a digging ogre. And by that I mean they are physically riding on the back of a rat ogre, telling it, "Dig this way, dig here."
Ah.
Oh God, that's an ungodly level of micromanagement.
I have an interesting idea. Oscar, how intelligent do you reckon the rat ogres are?
From what I've seen of them, I would estimate that most of the tools in my toolbox have got an even chance of winning a chess game with them.
Excellent. And I'm very fond of turning one enemy against another. If we were to say eliminate the ones guiding it and were to somehow anger it, do you think it would be useful in creating a problem for the taskmasters?
Also, did he just suggest the tools in his toolbox might be smarter?
Yes.
I mean,
And
you would be
from
right, I understand.
from my one or two encounters with one on a battlefield, plants are smarter. At least the ones in Lustria are.
But you don't need to be smart to rip a man's head off.
That is the philosophy they seem to subscribe to, yes.
To be fair, chess is very hard. I prefer checkers.
What is checkers? Can you eat?
No. At least, not normally unless you're using edible pieces.
Personally, my favorite variant of games like chess I've experienced is shogi. From
That's from Cathay, yes?
Indeed.
I've seen it played. I've never played it myself. For the moment.
Cat play?
For the moment, we might be. I am trying to stay focused, man. For the moment, it seems we have a decision to make. What do you think our odds are?
I think getting the big one to rampage isn't a bad idea.
Well, you are the best shot amongst us. Eliminating the one on its back would help.
The illumination down here is very sparse, isn't it?
Correct. Though in... Hang on.
I could also make a distraction.
So those 5 yellow circles, it's the best I can do to get something that I know will 100% load. Are the prime? Oh shit, that's okay. Are the primary sources of light down here, as they've essentially affixed large chunks of warp stone inside glass and suspended them from the ceiling.
Those are unmoving targets, right?
Effectively, you have a -15 to hit them due to they're small and they're swaying slightly.
Right. Oscar's immediate consideration, as he points out to Thess, is if it walks under one of those, I could probably drop it down on the heads of the riders. That would give them a very bad time.
That would be a good idea. If I take my time aiming, I might be able to help with that. Right. You have the sight. You are the better shot. I will be your secondary shot. Yes?
Okay, I'll start lining up to fire, and I'm going to wait until the ogre passes under one of the hanging, burning warpstone lamps, and proceed to bonk him on the and just try and shoot the chain it's dangling from, so it falls down on top of them, and chaos ensues.
All right, so you
Andre?
spend. I was going to say, so Oscar, it would be about 5 or so minutes before one of the ogres stops what they're doing and turns to go and deposit their stuff.
Plenty of time to get everyone else in position in case this goes sideways and we get rushed.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying it is a painfully long wait to line up your target.
Well, that gives us both time to sight in on the same lantern. Take up a braced position.
You asked for me.
I was going to suggest that you and Board place yourselves and any other skilled melee combatants in between us and the enemy in case they decide or figure out what we're about to do and rush us.
Ah,
If
of course.
you... Thank you.
Board? Sword? With me if you shall.
Quickly. Yes.
I'd keep that blunderbuss ready, Lucia.
But I load it with something creative.
Please don't destroy it. I will want it back at some point.
I merely asked if I should load it with something creative, not if I should break it.
Oh, loading it with something creative might break it, but indulge yourself, please.
Lucia's gonna start making shards of ice and pouring them down the barrel. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but it probably will.
At least for a really short range, yeah.
What you really need, what Lucia really needs, is to make a little ice tray that you can fill up like the ones you put in their freezer, except they're ball bearing shaped.
Just tell her, just say red eyes.
Oh, and they need to be like little balls of ice, but they purposely need to have a way so the center of that ball of ice is a hollow void, so it has a flaw in it, so when it fires it turns into balls of shrapnel.
Oh, what's
My
this?
only thought, to be honest, there was the way that Thess phrased that to Lucia with, "Oh, indulge yourself." It was just, "All right then," and pulls out a hip flask. Not like that.
I am laughing because that
Frozen
on the one hand,
alcohol rounds.
I mean, they would suck, but they'd combust. I mean, it would be another way to make a dragon breath round for a blunderbuss.
Yeah, but these wouldn't combust until. But some of this would still be frozen when it hits the target, and then it would start to melt and catch fire.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's why you just need a large enough batch of strong alcohol that you just make a frozen alcohol pellets.
You got like a napalm icy.
A napalm slushy, even
Yeah.
better.
You got like you know how ices have the polar bear on it normally? You just have Maury branding on it.
More ice.
More! Deal this. It can't take me.
All right. Well, you get the crew lined into position. I guess since this is the only fucking token that rezzed before I crashed.
We can try to res them again now.
Yeah. No, we can worry about this after the fact. I'm just going to use them as a placeholder.
You know, it's really weird seeing purple channel lines and the lava's working.
Oh, I really. You know what? It's just. You've played any of the Elder Scrolls games, right?
Yeah.
It's just ebony.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently all of the purple is just made from ebony, I guess.
my eyes.
What's happening? All this much ebony, pure and forged in one place. What's happening here is money.
Am I the only one that's constantly traumatized by the amount of work, effort, and over-the-top crazy Moon manages to go through?
I mean,
It's really cool.
I'm always impressed by it. So
Moon has aura.
All right, so are you all trying to get them lined up back to here, or?
well, my goal was to have myself and Oscar positioned in such a way where we have a clean shot.
Okay, so you two in the
Don't
far
worry
back.
about it.
What
She's
about the
Catholic.
melee combatants?
I was hoping to have them sort of, if there is cover for them to be under, to kind of be positioned in cover, but in between us and the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
With the mages immediately kind of, the casters kind of in between the two.
All right.
Yeah.
You must supply the URL, the picture. Yes, I'm
It's
working
fine,
on it.
Whatever. Hang on, I'm just gonna.
I'm not gonna mention Thessa's file name to anyone.
Should I? Are you? Is it Wretched Lizard?
I'm not
Because
saying no.
that would
but
be on brand for you.
It's officially it's the file name is the one lizard I don't wish to strangle.
I mean, you haven't yet met another lizard, so you know how do you know? They could all be. They could all be like this. They're not, but they could be.
Same thing with Bretonians. Not all Bretonians are like me.
That's a relief.
I didn't want to say it.
Somebody had a file for the horse.
Rather progressive Bretonian.
The funny part, he is.
I got everybody's token on here except the horse.
It's fine. Horse is just the blank token. Wait.
Let me go find a file.
Oh, I can't even click the objects. I am. That's weird.
That's because you're not. That's because Doodle's still loading in and has been loading in the entire time and hasn't actually loaded.
Oh,
That's funny. It says 67. I don't understand why I'm not loading in.
6-7?
Yep.
Yeah, don't start that, please.
I'm so happy that meme is dying. It brings me so much joy to know it is on the way out.
I am apparently fully loaded according to my screen.
You are now.
Yeah.
Horse.
Damn, Esperance is looking buff.
I was gonna say, look at that majestic beauty.
Right.
Esperance has been hitting the gym with me, apparently. Look at him.
Horse. Done. Now Moon can grab whatever other tokens he needs, and I can save this before something horrible happens. Done. We're saved. I have performed a miracle of technological bullshittery.
I think it's because you haven't even prayed to the machine spirit once.
Fuck the machine spirit. It'll do what I want because I own it and because I'm the only
Okay.
reason it's getting supplied with electricity.
So,
You are
the
not the
green box is
administrator. I
largely.
own you.
One voice, please. I can't understand when three people talk at once.
That's just because you're not Italian.
You're right, I'm not.
Yeah, it's a skill issue. Anyway, so behind this
it increases
first
the value.
fencing area, it's dark enough that they aren't working on expanding
No,
out the
it's
corridor,
2d6.
and there are no skaven here. The green boxes that absolutely refuse to draw on the
Right,
floor
exactly. Yeah,
are
it's-
where
so it's a
the
+2
lines of Skaven
impact
slaves are
sword,
chipping
so
away at the
it's
wall,
2d6
trying to
+2
expand
per
out
12
the
dice. Yeah.
tunnel a bit.
And which circles are the baddies?
The big red ones are where
That's
the task. Actually, the
anyway,
smaller ones are the
so,
taskmasters.
Yee.
Okay. Far as what I consider with my melee boys, looking at it, I say we just fill the gap here and just have this be a shooting kill zone for our shooters if any try to go around or hop the fence. They'll be at a severe disadvantage. We could create more of a bottleneck here because they have way more than we have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, small red circles are the taskmasters. Big red ones are the rat ogres. The red cylinders or the red circles that are going high into the ceiling, they just have a little raised alcove platform type dealio.
Okay.
They have the high ground. It's over.
There you go.
So, audience, I have terrible news.
What do you do?
Well, due to all the technical issues tonight, we are coming up on stopping point time. So before we get into this, it's probably a good idea to not go further, because if we have more technical problems, it's only going to get worse.
Agreed.
They're like, wait.
And
with the pull of the trigger.
yeah.
Yeah, we will. I'll do the rules next time. But yeah, there's a shot of the trigger that goes off the chain spikes. There's a hit.
Anyway.
There's a sound of something breaking and an explosion off to the side. And then we will begin next time with nothing but chaos.
Yeah, sounds about right for us.
Yeah, that's about right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful evening with all of you. We will see you all next time. I have been playing Lucia. I have been your camera person and the person trying to work out the technical issues in the background. I hope you all had fun and a good time. I have also been your streamer. Hi, I'm Fiora. Thank you all for being here.
Hi, everyone. I have been the Lizard, currently known as Thess. And it has been a pleasure to entertain all of you this evening with shenanigans.
Indeed.
Absolutely. I am Albion, and it has been my pleasure to fill the role of Oscar Hertzsprung this evening, everyone's favourite traumatized engineer. And I look forward to the final stretch of our time underground in the next session or two. Thank you all very much.
Indeed. And I have been Rental Aphid, and I've had the honor of this evening of being Rodlin the Wanderer, who has, among other things, been very keen to be serving his duty as a finder of problems to solve. Currently serving even as the literal compass toward the next objective.
Okay, Rental Aphid, you can't say "and" if you're not the last person who has the outro or intro. You can't do it because it implies you're the last person, and you're not. Andre, go ahead.
I'm Shiny Star, and I've been playing Sir Andre Morehire, Noble Knight of Bretonia. I think I've been a little traumatized wondering about the genders of orcs, elves, and Skaven. There's a lot of questions there. It's best not to go any further.
Moon?
I'm
What?
Hurry, we have like 5 seconds. 10, 9.
Hi, I'm Moon. Bye, I'm Moon.
All right. Well,
Say goodnight, players.
Good night,
Realize
players.
I didn't get my outro.
Yes.